welcome our new audience to College Station, Texas, on the campus of Texas A&M. It's Dell Diamond hosting, or excuse me, it is Davis Diamond hosting the AUSL Championship play-in game for the first time ever. Alongside Amanda Scarborough, a Texas A&M Hall of Famer. I'm Chucky Kemp. Anna Camden, the third member of our team. Winner of this goes to the AUSL Championship Series starting Saturday against Utah. You made it just in time to see Megan Grant. Grant skies this on the infield. Jocelyn Erickson, the rookie out of Florida, makes the catch. It's a big out number 2 for Kat Sandercock.
That is a massive out for Kat Sandercock, who got her out on a rise ball. Megan Grant saw just about everything from Kat Sandercock. She worked her in with her drop, worked her out with her drop, and then ultimately worked from ahead in that entire at bat against Megan Grant and got her out on a rise ball, which is an improved pitch. And the way that Kat Sandercock has been throwing that pitch has been tough to hit this season. Opponents hitting just 167 off of her rise ball. She's known to be a drop ball pitcher, but Chucky, that rise ball is going to be something that the Cascade will have to go up and have a good plan against in this game if they want to have success against her.
Chicago won 4 of the 5 regular season meetings. The interesting part is the 3 teams remaining, they all beat up on each other. Chicago beat Portland 4 times. Portland beat Utah, the #1 seed, 4 times. And Utah beat Chicago 4 times. 0-2 count to the rookie out of Arizona, Sydney Stewart. Takes outside, ball 1.
So that Kat Sandercock drop ball, she'll throw about 65% of the time. It's her go-to pitch. Will create a lot of ground ball action for her infield back behind her. But this rise ball, wait for it to come at any moment alongside her changeup. She goes up, down, and change.
Stewart waits on that, rips to left. It's going to get by Dayton. Sacco Ferry reeling around third base. She will score, and Portland is on the board.
Sydney Stewart gets herself a changeup that is right over the heart of the plate. She's a little bit out in front of it, but she's still so strong and sees it. That's a mistake out over the heart of the plate. And Bella Dayton, who is an experienced left fielder, she played there at Texas, has played there professionally. That is a mistake by her. It gets by her, and the Cascade put the first run on the board.
And you'll notice a theme here. This is the 3rd consecutive rookie to come to the plate for Portland. This is a young group for their general manager, Jamie Loprise, who is one of a handful of Texas A&M Aggies returning home to College Station. Cahalan fouls that back, strike 1.
So there's been 2 mistakes that Kat Sandercock has thrown, one with the rise and then one with her changeup. And the Cascade have done a really good job of taking advantage of those early mistakes. Sacco Ferry hit a rise ball right back up the middle of the field to find a way to get on, and then the changeup hit off the bat of Sydney Stewart, hitting secondary pitch as well for Kat Sandercock early.
Outside 2-1. You joined us late. Kat Sandercock, one of 4 Chicago Bandits that joined the team late from Japan. Since that point, if they got full strength, they have won 12 of the last 14. They're the hottest team in the AUSL. They found themselves in the playoff game due to a regular season finale loss against Utah, who awaits the winner of this game. To the right side, Agbayani off her glove. Here comes Stewart around, and the Cascade are going to plate 2 in the top of the 1st.
Couple of balls off the glove. This is what we saw in the end of the regular season. Some close plays defensively that led to runs for the opposing team. So 2 balls off the glove of defenders for the Bandits, including this one off the glove of Agbayani, who was a Gold Glover at second base for Oklahoma in her rookie season. Her job is just to keep that ball on the infield, and that distance between her and the ball is going to score Cascade another run. But I'm going to call it an error in what happened in left field by Bella Dayton, and then that ball off the glove of Agbayani. Not sharp defense going on for Chicago early in this game.
That will prompt Lexi Kilfoyle, the Hard-throwing right-hander in her third professional season to go out to the bullpen and maybe start loosening up a little bit here in College Station.
So neither of those are going to be scored as errors. The one that got past Bella Dayton and then the one that got past Agbayani. So currently Chicago has no errors on the board, but a couple of defensive, I'm going to call mistakes made by them that have led to 2 Cascade runs.
Kendra Falby takes outside ball 1. Falby right in the middle of this order trying to start things up with her speed. 1 on, 2 outs. That 2-out hitting that we've seen great improvement from Portland in July. A 90-point jump from their 2-out numbers in June.
Well, in this season, it's been the tale of 2 different offenses for the 2 teams that are in this playing game. Chicago this entire season has had one of the best offenses. The Portland Cascade, in terms of runs scored and batting average and all offensive categories, are at the bottom of the league. So what a start for the Cascade. They've been known to have better pitching and defense and play low-scoring games. So for them to come out and put a 2-spot up against the Bandits is a big statement for their offense. Made some noise with 2 outs in July.
Those are big-time improvements. Doubled their run total. That's in 1 less game. Just outside to Falby, 2-2. They've had a great feel for the strike zone, too, in this first inning. Closing in on the 30-pitch mark for Sandercock. Another foul ball, and this is just the 5th or 6th batter, I should say, that's come to the plate so far.
They're seeing a lot of pitches, fouling off a lot of pitches, and they chased a lot. You know, the first time that, or the 13 innings that they saw her in the regular season, they chased about 50% of the time when Sandercock threw against them in the regular season.
Swing and a miss. Cat closes the door. Portland on the board, 2-0. Skylar Wallace and company next.
Hey there, everybody. Got to get someone off my chest real quick. Got to find a therapist who really listens to what I have to say.
Damn, better than buddy. Look on ZocDoc, 15, 10, 20 therapists, including a guy right here. Don't just listen. Really makes you feel like being heard.
Sold!
You've got options. Download the ZocDoc app today.
This is the story of the one who knows that being ready for the unexpected comes from having a partner like Grainger, whose professional-grade products and next-day delivery help ensure that he and his team are prepared to rise to every challenge, so he can be confident that he has what he needs when he needs it to help keep patients safe and happy. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
America, put down the burgers and pick up Arby's cheesesteak with 100% Angus steak and melty Cooper cheese. It's the best cheese. It's the best meat. It's only available at
Arby's. We have the meat.
Headache? You might be dehydrated. Gatorade, with a clinically proven electrolyte blend, is engineered to improve hydration balance. Hydrates better than water. Is it in you?
In the U.S., there's a break-in every 26 seconds. Simply Safe does more than just alert. We stop crime before it starts.
Stop. This is Simply Safe. Police are on the way.
No long-term contracts. Monitoring and deterrence plans starting around $1 a day.
The AUSL is sponsored by Sephora. Chicago in a 2-run hole for the first time coming to the plate in this game. Sammy Williams and Skylar Wallace, good luck. They have been outrageous, combining for a .455 average, 13 home runs, 51 RBIs. That dynamic duo right at the top of this Bandits starting lineup presented by Rawlings. Can they get to the veteran in the circle out of LSU in her 8th professional season, Carly Hoover? This was a tough decision. We weren't sure what Portland would do, but they go with the veteran in Hoover.
Yeah, I think that Carly Hoover has been maybe the most consistent pitcher on the Cascade pitching staff. So giving the oldest pitcher, the veteran on this Cascade pitching staff, the ball in the most important game of the season. She's really tall, still has that long stride that you saw when she was at LSU. The ball gets on top of you in a hurry. 43% of the time, she'll throw that fastball and then also mix in her curve and her drop. something she's done really well is work both sides of the plate and work off the plate. She'll need to do that tonight.
Against Chicago, she's made 4 appearances this year, 8 1/3, and has given up 8 earned runs in that time. But she has been dominant against a number of the other teams in the league, against the Volts, against Carolina. This is a different group in Chicago, top 2 in all the major offensive categories. Skylar Wallace has played in just 15 games since her return from Japan. She finished 7th in the AUSL in hits.
This Skylar Wallace-Sammy Williams combination at the top has been lethal for pitchers and defenses. They have been hitting the ball with such a high exit velocity, hitting the ball out of the ballpark, having quality at bat after quality at bat, barreling up almost everything when it comes off their bat.
1-2 inside to Wallace, 2-2. Wallace and Williams are both top 2 in average and on-base percentage. They're both top 3 in slugging percentage. And then individually, they're littered across the top 5 in almost all the major categories offensively. Wallace goes down on strikes.
That is a big out for Carly Hoover, especially after grabbing the lead in the top of the first inning, to get out Skylar Wallace, who is right on top of the plate, and throw to her a runner or a fastball that's right at the knees, getting her to chase off the plate. Skylar Wallace with 2 strikes is so tough, hitting over 400. Big out.
Ball 1 inside to Sammy Williams. 6th-year pro, California native, played her college ball at Iowa State, where she was the greatest to ever come out of that program. She has had a ridiculous season. 34 RBIs, leads the AUSL, 12 doubles, 7 home runs.
Well, and I think that in her at-bats this summer, she just has been so prepared. She is a hitter that knows exactly the approach and the pitch that she's looking for. And when you look at how she's performed against all the different types of pitches, drop, rise, changeup, she's so consistent. There is no weakness for her when you look at those numbers in the summer that she has had, just barreling up everything.
Her head coach, Shonda Stanton, said her consistency has just been amazing, said she's so smart. She will give you the action that you need in her at-bat. She's going to put the ball in play and do the right things. So I mentioned all those power numbers, all the RBIs. She also won a game on a walk-off squeeze bunt.
Oh, just recently, too, a big game. Shonda Stanton, the head coach of the Bandits and also head coach of Indiana. She loves to push the envelope on the base pass when she gets runners, stealing bases, putting defenses in motion, or putting runners in motion.
Sammy Williams is on with a 1-out walk. One on, 1 out for Morgan Zirkle, who was one of the best hitters in the league a year ago. Has had another great season as a 10th-year pro out of Milton, West Virginia. Very small town close to Huntington, where she went to school at Marshall and is now the head coach.
And you'll notice in this Bandits lineup, there are a lot of left-handed hitters. There's only 2 hitters from the right-hand side, and Sammy Williams and Marriott Copo. Everybody else is left-handed, and when you look at Carly Hoover's stats going up against left-handed hitters, they're actually hitting 279 off of her. That's a pretty high clip, but against righties, it drops 100 points to 170. So she's really going to be tested today to see if she can be just pinpoint precise with that outside corner to all the lefties that she will face in this game today.
What does she do to righties that makes her so difficult?
It's the way that she's able to throw her curveball away from them and get a little bit off the edge of the plate.
Zirkle, kind of a little tap bunt. Megan Grant makes a nice off-balance play for out number 2.
And if you want to beat the Bandits, you have to defend their short game. This play had to have been made by Megan Grant. She got a good jump on it. Look at the angle that she takes. She's moving toward first base. Actually did not even get a good read on it, but is able to adjust with her footwork to grab that away from Kinley Cahalan. If that gets past Megan Grant, that is a hit for Zirkle. What an important second out for the Cascade defense.
Carly Hoover loves that from the rookie Megan Grant. Not just the bat, she's playing the hot corner well. First pitch strike to Mac Barbara. I mentioned some of the Texas A&M Aggies coming home. Barbara played her first 3 years at San Diego State, but finished her career right here at Texas A&M 2 years ago in 2025. Hit .366 with 12 homers and 68 RBIs, and the crowd remembered her. They interviewed her and Tori Vidalis pregame. The crowd loved when they got to hear from Mac Barbara.
Oh yeah, just that 1 year at Texas A&M, but she made a big impact, and this A&M program came up with a lot of big hits. And the one thing that Tricia Ford, her head coach at Texas A&M, talked to Shauna Stan and Jenny Dalton-Hill about Mac Barbara is she can swing it at this level. It's why she's in the lineup.
Takes just outside. Portland wanted the call. It's 1-2 count instead. Barbara was a great boost for this team who's dealt with absences, who's dealt with injuries. She was one they picked up in late June out of the reserve pool. As you see the rain falling here in College Station. But she got off to a good start. She's hitting .429 with runners in scoring position. Barbara, oh, to Tori, who takes it away in familiar territory. You think she's comfortable here?
She's comfortable here, and she was positioned perfectly back behind first base, playing a little bit off the line. If she is not in this exact spot, this is an RBI for Mac Barbara, but she's respecting the pull side power from her, gets that final out. Good defense by Cascade in the first.
I've had WNBA All-Star circled on my calendar for a long time. Best players in the world showing out in Chicago?
It's unbelievable.
Say less. These ladies bring it.
Clark, oh my!
Who all gonna be there? Asia and Stewie? I'm in.
Oh, she's what the fans want to see.
It's time to lock in. WNBA All-Star, Saturday on ABC, Disney Plus, and the ESPN app.
This is the story of the one who knows that being ready for the unexpected comes from having a partner like Grainger, whose professional-grade products and next-day delivery help ensure that he and his team are prepared to rise to every challenge, so he can be confident that he has what he needs when he needs it to help keep patients safe and happy. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Want the fastest working GLP-1? Now in a new monthly pen and at half the price. FDA-approved weight loss medication. Cheaper. The fastest GLP-1 at its lowest price. On Row. Lose 20% of your weight in a year. On Row. 4 weekly shots in 1 monthly pen. Weight loss faster. Price cheaper. 1 monthly pen now on Row. See if you qualify at row.co/TV.
2-0 Portland over Chicago in the top of the second inning here at Davis Diamond. Let's go to the third member of our team, Anna Camden, with more on this roller coaster season for Chicago.
There were 2 moments this season that the Chicago Bandits look back on and say, that was when things changed. The first we told you about at the top of the game, those 3 essential players returning from Japan, and the other actually happened first. Both a 2-hour-long team meeting held by Coach Shonda Stanton after the Bandits lost their 4th straight game to open the season. And in that meeting, Coach Stanton asked her players to get vulnerable, to be honest about their fears and what was holding them back. And some players spoke those fears aloud, some wrote them down in journals, but everyone left that meeting feeling more trust, chemistry, and belief in this team. And the next day, they got their first win of the season. Tonight marks 20 games later, and here they are, fighting for a chance to win it all.
That first meeting they had after that 0-4 start is just so important, because even then, we talked so much about the last 14. They've been 12-2 over the last 14 games since they got to full strength. But after that first meeting, Amanda, they won 4 of their next 7 games, and it really put them in the hunt.
It's almost like they were just trying to weather the storm early in the season before those players from Japan got back. And I think right now Shauna Stanton is asking the home plate umpire just about this rain that's coming down, not something at all that we expected. There was a very low percentage of rain, and it doesn't look like it's anything major around, but we just have to have this pass quickly.
Ground ball right side. Erickson makes a nice play. for out number 1. Well, it kind of picked up when Chicago got back into the field, so Shonda Stanton likely trying to protect her pitcher, Kat Sandercock. You can obviously speak to that. A little bit tougher to get the grip in this.
Yeah, it is not fun to pitch in the rain, so Kat Sandercock is going to be using her glove to cover the ball. She already stays in her glove through her windup in order to get her grip, but trying to get the ball back from Marriott Copo as quickly as possible, hide it, keep it in there so that she can keep a good grip.
Here is Tori Vidalis back at the place she was a 2-time All-American, finished her career here at Texas A&M in 2018. Tori to the left side, scooped up by Williams, and there's 2 outs. Sandercock had a 30-pitch first inning and has retired the first 2 in this inning on just 4 pitches. Here is Mia Davidson, another former SEC power hitter. Pops this up. Sandercock handles it. How about that bounce back from Kat Sandercock? After a 30-pitch first inning, just 5 to go 1-2-3 here in the top of the second. 2-0 Portland. Chicago coming up. How about Tori Vidalis on the mic? We'll talk to her live in the field when we come back.
I'm ready to have my best season yet, all because of my Gooder sunglasses. Wait, is that really the line? I literally cannot catch a ball without my Gooder sunglasses? I would never say that.
All right, take them off in an epic way and say, Gooder's the official eyewear sponsor of the AUSL. Okay, go.
Gooder is the official eyewear sponsor of the AUSL. Are you happy now?
Honey, come here.
What's he doing?
Well, you know how Geico did all the home insurance shopping and saved us 20% when we switched? Now the Gecko is saving us a call to the plumber.
Here was your problem.
Oh, my earring.
That said, I don't like the look of your pivot rod.
Pivot rod.
And your clevis strap is on its last leg. I brought some spare parts, so I'll go ahead and just take care of that for you. Toodaloo.
Hey, don't get lost down there.
Did you follow that?
Nope.
It feels good to dive into savings.
Not at all.
It feels good to Geico.
You're the girl who believes you can do anything. You're always up for a challenge and down for an adventure. You collect treasures, experiences, memories. You know who you are, and you're not afraid to show it. This is for you. Stay Rebel, the first collection from Rebel Girls, made for speaking up and standing out. Go to shop.rebelgirls.com for more.
Back in College Station, Texas, going to the bottom of the second. Portland 2, Chicago 0. This inning, we are going amid the action with Tori Vidalis, presented by Zillow. Tori mic'd up in the field, 2-time All-American here at Texas A&M. Not just the first home run in this stadium's history, the first 3 home runs in this stadium's history. Tori, when you finished up at A&M, did you ever think you'd be back here?
Never in a million years did I think I would be back, especially 8 years after I graduated. It's pretty crazy. Oh, thank you.
Let Tori get done with her huddle real quick before we get started. Carly Hoover out there for inning number 2 of work after a good first inning against this dangerous Chicago lineup. Jocelyn Erickson will lead off this inning for the Bandits.
Tori, how did this team end up here in its first year as an expansion team? How did you guys do it and get to this point?
You know, that's a great question. I think a lot of people look at us and look at the numbers and, you know, try to break down the game, and they don't really have an answer, right? We're not at the top in average. I don't know if we're at the top in ERA. We should be. Our pitchers are filthy, disgusting, nasty, but I think... See you! Yes, Car! The one thing about teams that people forget is how you all come together, and I think the biggest thing that this team has done since day one is create the culture on this team and how we want to build this program, not just this year's team, but for the rest of... Yes! Get there! See you! So yeah, this year was really like building the foundation, see you, for what we want to come, and making sure everybody had an opportunity to show up as their best selves and and compete at their best. So I think truly the togetherness, I mean, you even heard it in our circle, we say together because we want to play together. Yes, sis. And we trust each other, and I think that makes a huge difference in the really tight moments. See you, Carly.
Okay, Aggie to Aggie, how cool is it for the championship and the playoffs to be right here in College Station at Davis Diamond?
Oh, Amanda, I mean, you know how special this place is to me, to Kennedy Powell on our team, to Jamie Loprice, our GM, and of course you up there in the booth. Like, my school hosting my professional team feels like a dream come true. I never ever thought I would be playing again on this dirt and looking up at the press box. I'm usually looking down onto the field from the press box. So what a nice switch up. It really feels like home. I'm trying to take in every pitch. Yeah, Carr. Yes.
1-2 count to Jocelyn Erickson from Hoover.
Yes.
Another foul ball. Tori, what's this like? First time we've done a play-in game. Just take us into the locker room. Like, what's this feeling like as a player right now?
The vibes were great today. I think when you realize that this could potentially be your last time to play together, you just kind of bring a different energy. We're very grateful to be here. We feel like we're ready to play some more. Get there! Yes!
What a catch by Sierra Sacco Ferry for out number 1.
Such a good read. Sierra Sacco Ferry has experience in center field and a lot of experience in left field as well, but she got a perfect read off the bat, knew that she could trust herself to dive for that ball that was diving down in front of her. This defense that the Cascade are playing early in this game against the Bandits are stealing outs and stealing hits.
Yeah, 1-0.
Tori, we don't usually bring Anna in on this stuff, but she's got a question for you, too.
All right, Tori, I'm here with a special guest. Mr. Morales, I believe you have a question for your daughter.
Tori, did you ever in your wildest dreams believe you would be playing a professional softball game here at Davis Diamond?
Never, ever. All thanks to you two, Mom and Dad. Yes, Carly. Never thought I would be here. I definitely wouldn't have been here without my parents. I owe everything to them. They are definitely a big part of this journey. And I can't believe we're here. They got to road trip again, you guys. Like, how fun is that? We're living the glory days. Yes! Like that pitch!
2-1 pitch to Jacopo coming up.
Yes!
All right, Tori, one more for me, but what's it going to take for you guys to finish and win this game? You guys have the lead now. How do you finish it?
We need to be clean in the error column. Yeah, sis, we got to keep our momentum, too. Not scoring just in one inning, but keeping it rolling. Seeing if we can get back-to-back innings. Like that spot, back-to-back innings, maybe back-to-back crooked numbers, or at least every other. That's going to be really important for our momentum going forward because we are definitely a momentum team through and through. We feed off of one another.
Tori, thanks so much as always. Good luck.
Appreciate it. Go Cascade and gig 'em. Yeah, 10!
Tori Vidalis in familiar territory. He's already made one nice defensive play on a line drive from another former Aggie, Mac Barbara. It's a 3-2 count to the Chicago backstop, Mary Jacopo. Hoover got her. Strikeout number 2 for Carly Hoover. Carly Hoover just feels like if you let her settle in, if you let her get comfortable, her game just continues to elevate. There's strike 1 to the rookie out of Stanford, Taryn Kern.
Well, think about last year. She was playing in the AUSL, and she was playing with a different team, the now Carolina Blaze. And she got hurt in the first game. I think it was the first inning that she pitched in the AUSL. And so we didn't get to see much of Carly Hoover last year. It was a big pickup because Carly Hoover, last year, even when she was on the Blaze, because Carly Hoover has been pitching so much in Japan that a lot of the hitters in the league had not seen her. So it kind of felt like, you know, when there's a good freshman pitcher in college and she's striking everybody out, nobody has a scouting report on her, has been digging in the box against her and can communicate about what they've seen off of her. So didn't get a chance to see her pitch last year. So point being, this year, it was almost like she was a new face in the circle that these hitters had not seen. And she brings that leadership, veteranship, and just a competitiveness in the circle that you can tell she is an older, seasoned, experienced pitcher, and it's a big reason that she's getting the ball today.
Tremendous all-around athlete growing up. She was a 3-time All-State volleyball player in high school. Her mom, Jolene, was the head coach of Clemson volleyball forever, winningest head coach in that program's history. All she has known is high-level athletics. 3-1 now to Kern.
Oh, that is a great take by Taryn Kern, but you can tell that Carly Hoover is wondering where that pitch is. And think about Carly Hoover again, because she is a veteran and she has the experience. She's not scared to go inside to these lefties. Looked like that pitch painted the corner, but just missed. And Taryn Kern able to work it to a 3-1 count.
Inside ball 4. Kern aboard with 2 outs. If you love baseball with a twist, tune in Friday at 8 Eastern with the Savannah Bananas battle the Firefighters in Banana Ball at Wrigley Field. Live on ESPN2, Disney Plus, and streaming on the ESPN app. Day off tomorrow in the AUSL. The awards ceremony will be held tomorrow night here in College Station. You will be hosting that event. See who all the major awards will go to. And then game 1 of the championship series between the winner of this and Utah, Saturday on ABC.
First time pro softball will be on ABC.
Will it be a rematch between Chicago and Utah? There's some of Utah's players just a couple doors down from us looking on. That's the best pitching staff in the AUSL. 2 of them are sitting right there. Montana Fouts in the middle, and then in the blue on the left of your screen, that's Georgina Korick.
So Korick was the AUSL Pitcher of the Year last year in 2025 in that championship run, and very likely, I think Montana Fouts will be the Pitcher of the Year this year. She'd be my pick at least.
Some of her best competition is actually on this Chicago Bandits roster with Lexi Kilfoyle and Kat Sandercock. Kilfoyle unbeaten, has a tremendous ERA, just hasn't been here for the full season. See the rain still falling in College Station, the wind still gusting. Dayton lays off that pitch, and it's a 2-2 count.
I'm just not understanding where this rain is coming from. When you looked at the outlook even yesterday, it just didn't even show any rain at all, but something that these hitters and pitchers are fighting through as Bella Dayton is able to hold back.
Shonda Stanton, half inning ago, had a conversation with the home plate umpire, and she's actually had a couple words with the umpires just now, and you just wonder if that's, again, about this weather. It's just been so consistent. You can see on Shonda's face, I mean, she is soaking wet.
And it kind of stopped, and then it picked back up again.
So Alex Ibarra, who actually is going to call College Station home, just recently announced as new assistant coach here at Texas A&M. Dayton lifts it to left. Foul territory and a running catch by Sacco Ferry in the elements. She's made a couple nice plays out in left field, and after 2, it's Portland.
Say howdy to College Station, home of Texas A&M University and a true Lone Star State original. This is a place that majors in good times, has a master's in great food, and could teach the world a thing or two about hospitality. If you're looking for a fun-filled escape like no other, look our way and learn why you'll love it here. Plan your trip at visitcollegestation.com.
Got the intel package on Cole Reed. Served in the London police, investigating a human trafficking operation.
So, Cal, I'm here to help.
We have a stowaway. What do you want?
Vengeance.
Mutiny. Rated
Right now, at McDonald's, you can get a McChicken meal deal for $5 or a McDouble meal deal for $6. So, there's something for everyone. Get more value with your meal deal.
Okay, it's just a laxative. How scary could it be?
Honey, relax. It's Miralax. It works with the water in your body for gentle relief.
Relax. It's Miralax. For more fiber per serving than any other gummy, try Mirafiber.
Defense has already been the difference maker in this game for the Bandits. A couple of misplayed balls by Bella Dayton and then Ilana Agbayani that led to extra bases in 2 runs in the first inning for the Cascade to take the lead. And then on the other side for the Cascade defense, they've been taking away hits. Megan Grant at third base just robbing a bunt hit. That line drive to Tori Vidalis that was crushed, and then Sierra Sacco Ferry laying out for one in left field, as well as making the final out in that last inning. The Cascade defense is sharp. The Bandits defense did not start sharp, and right now the Cascade are up 2-0 because of it.
Chicago's defense hurt them a little bit at the beginning of the season in their opening series against Utah. It also hurt them at the very end of the season in that winner take all, so to speak, final regular season game against Utah for the #1 spot in the postseason. Had Chicago won that final game, they would be sitting in the booth 2 doors down watching Utah play Portland. On the flip side for the Cascade, it was out of their hands. They had to sit and watch Oklahoma City and root for Carolina to get one win over them, in which Carolina did on the final day of the season, as Corby Otis grounds out to Kat Sandercock, who's really started to settle in after that 30-pitch first inning. She took just 5 to go 1, 2, 3 in the second.
Well, and Kat Sandercock is not going to be a big strikeout pitcher, so she's going to need her defense on the ground, in the air, in the outfield to be able to help her make some of these outs. She's not going to have the double-digit strikeout numbers that you see from some of the pitchers in the AUSL, more of a pitch-to-contact pitcher. That's why those defensive mistakes are so critical when she's in the circle, because she's not going to get as many swings and misses.
Back at the top of the order here in the third, got Otis to ground out. Now Sacco Ferry, who singled and scored on the Sydney Stewart double. Three hits for Portland, none for Chicago in the first 2 innings. Sacco Ferry takes strike 2.
Well, and Kat Sandercock did such a good job of resetting in the top of the second inning. So after those 2 runs were scored, it was 3 up, 3 down, very efficient. Low pitch count for her in the second, and then off to a good start here in the third.
Chicago has 3 familiar faces on this pitching staff: Odyssey Alexander-Bennett, Lexi Kilfoyle, and Taylor McQuillan. The new additions, Amber Pfizer and Kat Sandercock. There's also a third piece of this puzzle that is probably a little bit underrated, and she's standing in the dugout. Their pitching coach, Taryn Mowat McKinney, who's done a tremendous job as the pitching coach at Mississippi State. You just wonder how she felt when Lexi Kilfoyle and Kat Sandercock hit back about halfway through the season. Hard hit ball foul.
Yeah, she pitched professionally herself, playing for the Bandits when Bandits were not in the AUSL. This is the second season of the AUSL as we know it now, but the Bandits are a franchise that have been around for years, and Tara McKinney-Mowat was a pitcher for them, so you know it means a lot to her to be a coach for the team that she once played for.
Couple national championships as a superstar at Arizona in her college days. Sammy Williams playing a really good third base tonight. There's 2 away.
And the last time that Kat Sandercock faced Megan Grant, who is coming up now, Megan Grant had a nice at-bat against her, fouled off a lot of pitches, but ultimately it was the rise ball of Sandercock going up in the zone and getting Megan Grant to hit an easy pop-up to the infield. Megan Grant, a home run hitter. You have to be careful going up in the zone with the rise ball. That was a well-located pitch to get Grant out the first time.
Similar result here, and it's Erickson who comes in to make this catch and does. 7 straight retired for Kat Sandercock after 2 runs in the first inning. And Chicago gets the bats going.
On August 1st and 2nd,
The biggest event of the summer comes to the ESPN app with the ESPN Unlimited plan.
Let's go!
SummerSlam streaming live.
This is unbelievable!
And keep the party going by bundling ESPN with Disney Plus and Hulu.
We must fight!
Get all the action-packed entertainment you can handle. Watch SummerSlam live when you bundle Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Unlimited.
Want the fastest working GLP-1 for half the price? Ro now offers FDA-approved weight loss injections cheaper, so you can see weight loss results faster. Lose 20% of your weight with the formula that hits not one, but 2 hormones for less hunger and faster results. Weight loss faster. Confidence higher. Price cheaper. See if you qualify at ro.co/TV.
These are the new smoke and honey melts at Firehouse Subs. We were founded by firefighters, so they're built right. Melty and toasty with smoke and honey chipotle sauce and loaded with grilled chicken or prime rib. Yeah, it takes a Firehouse kitchen to make a melt this good.
This is the story of the one who knows half-baked preparation can bring the workday to a standstill. That's why she relies on Grainger for professional-grade products and next-day delivery. Call, click, or stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Live from College Station, got the nails done, ready to go.
It's a great day to have a great day. Let's go Cascade.
Oh, we alive.
Guys, right there, that's Sammy Williams. The Sammy Williams. Ignore her. Just kidding. That's Lana. That's Lana, and that's the Sammy Williams, my role model.
That is one of our favorite tools. The iPhone in the dugouts has been the gift that keeps on giving this year.
It has gotten some awesome personality from these players throughout the year. Love that access in the dugout. And of course, Skylar Wallace due up this inning. And also the Sammy Williams, who might be the hitter of the year in the AUSL, also due up third.
Agbayani swinging first pitch. Grant on the move, makes the play. And there's one away to turn it over to the top of this order. Well, Portland's pitching staff, Torrey Vidalis talked about it, the strength of this team. They were unbelievable out of the gates. And against the rest of the league, they've been tremendous. A 3.66 ERA, a 2.56 opponent batting average. But against Chicago, it's been different. And that's just what the Bandits can do to you.
Yeah, and there was a time in there for the Cascade pitching staff where I think they were run ruled 3 games in a row. It was a tough stretch for them because this team was built around a strong pitching staff. So they were able to overcome that. The Bandits being a big run producer against this Cascade pitching staff, and you saw it with the ERA.
The first time these two teams met, it was a 2-game series. Chicago won both games, and they hit .531 and scored 24 runs in those 2 games. The second time they met for 3 games, Portland got one of those wins. They held Chicago to a .253 opponent average, and they scored just 14 runs in 3 games. In the dirt.
Yeah, Chicago's offense has just put up big numbers. I mean, hit for power. They've been able to use their speed. They've been able to hit for average. This Bandits offense really started to click, and once they did, they just got on a roll, passing the bat and putting up quality at bat after quality at bat.
Wallace into left field, tailing, and Sacco Ferry gave it a look. She can make those catches. Just can't quite get there in time. Shonda Stanton a second ago, first-year head coach of the Chicago Bandits. Her and Skylar Wallace have been one of the best pairings you can ask for. We asked her about Skylar, and she said she's really good to be the spokesperson for the group. And she'll talk all about how much of an elite competitor she is. But so they got in a little bit later on Tuesday. Said she talked to Skylar, and Skylar said, look, I think we might need the night off. Just let us get our legs under us, get some rest, and we'll come out tomorrow and practice hard. And that's exactly what they did. Stanton trusted her enough to say, okay, we won't get together tonight and practice. We'll wait. So we saw them yesterday in the 110-degree heat out on this field, and they were putting in work.
And there was extra travel for the Bandits at the end of the year. Their last regular season series was supposed to be a home series for them in Chicago, but because of the smoke and the Canadian wildfire air, they had to move that series from Chicago to Portland. So that added some extra cross-country travel for the Bandits, as they had already just been in Portland before they went to the East Coast to play the Blaze, and then traveled all the way back to Portland. So a lot of travel late in the season that was unexpected for the Bandits.
1 on, 1 out for Sammy Williams. This Bandits offense has been so dynamic in back-to-back years in the AUSL. Have now gone 13 consecutive innings dating back to last year's championship series against Utah, scoreless in the postseason. This is a woman who could change that with one swing of the bat. 0 for 2 with runners on tonight. The 3 base runners have all been free passes. Strike 2. Crazy to think, too, you look back at the drafts when this season started, 2 additional teams. You have an expansion draft for just the 2 new teams picking off of the existing rosters. Then you have an allocation draft to fill those out. Sammy Williams was taken in the 4th round of the allocation draft. And she's likely going to be the AUSL hitter of the year, but Carly Hoover is having none of it. That is strikeout number 3.
When you think about what this lineup could be at the top with Aaron Koffel, who was last year's Player of the Year in 2025, but not able to play the complete season in 2026, only played 15 games. She's out due to injury, but she hit .424 last season. She was an on-base machine, drove in 28 runs.
Runner goes, Davidson throws, they got Wallace. Mia Davidson said, not tonight. That's out number 3.
Just another example of defense. Skylar Wallace loves to steal bases, and that is a tough pitch to handle. I don't even know how Mia Davidson got to that ball. The tag by Cahalan, bang, bang play. That foot might have been in there.
Okay, here's the deal. This game, it's 3 on 3.
Who we playing?
It's a local crew. Hey! This local crew, they haven't lost since 1996. They beat everyone who showed up. The guys who play in jeans, the always skins. Honestly, respect. The techers, the trash talkers, even the bruisers. Anyone, anytime, they would take them down.
Best of 3?
This doesn't seem real. What? It's 100% true. Mostly.
2, please. Make that 3 with the Capital One Saver card. You earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment. 3% cash back on salty, 3% cash back on sweet. You know this movie 3 hours, right?
Good call.
Are you in this one?
Yeah, I'm in this one. Get your tentacles off my 3% cash back. Oh, perfect delivery. Oh, what's in your wallet?
This is Arby's cheesesteak with 100% Angus steak and melty Cooper cheese. Some say it's meat and cheese done right. And some people don't say anything because, frankly, it's rude to talk with your mouth full.
Arby's, we have the meat.
Can you imagine this bedroom up here? You like it? Anything about it?
Can Utah go back-to-back? Game 1 of the AUSL Championship Saturday at 1 Eastern on ABC.
Ready to make some history on Saturday? AUSL Pro Softball on ABC for the first time ever.
Driven to right field. First pitch of the inning. Extra base bases for Sydney Stewart, and it skips away, but Stewart will coast into second. Her second double of the night. She had just one in the regular season.
Oh, her looked like she was kind of limping off after she got to second base. I hope that she's okay. Looks like she's grabbing that right ankle. Stays on a drop ball and just drives it the other way. That's 2 hits, 2 doubles for Sydney Stewart in this game. One on a changeup and now one on a drop ball outside. What a great piece of hitting by Sydney Stewart to lead this inning off. Everything looked okay when she rounded first base, but it was her right foot that rounded first and stepped on it. Wonder what went wrong.
She hit .228 in the regular season, but she hit .500 against Chicago. Both of her home runs were against the Bandits. Now 2 doubles after just 1 in 25 regular season games. She's got a chance to be a star in this league for a very long time.
Long lovers, she's so tall. When you stand next to her, she's even taller than what I think she looks like on TV. And I think she looks tall on TV. But you go and stand next to her, and she has those long legs, long arms that can get to that outside pitch. One of the many impactful rookies and young players on this Cascade team.
This is another one, Kenleigh Cahalan, 25 games played and started in her rookie season as well, and all of them at shortstop. She's been excellent in the middle of this defense alongside Sis Bates at second base. And here it is, that young roster, just over 24 years of age on average.
So Kenleigh Cahalan and Megan Grant, 2 rookies on the left side of the defense for Portland. A lot of first-year players, so a lot of rookies and second-year players who just a year ago were the rookies in this league. So much youth on this Cascade team. Veteran leadership that they get from Sis Bates and Tori Vidalis, that their team was really built around that veteran leadership from those two, knowing they'd be so young.
Cahalan goes down swinging for the first out of the inning. 10 first or second year players on this Cascade roster, which gives you the idea that they could grow together for a long time in this league. There is one of the veterans, though, Sis Bates. You said it, Jamie Low-Price, very intentional with her draft picks of Sis Bates and Tori Vidalis, who it goes all the way back to Vero Beach, Florida, where they had spring training, and those two started rallying this team together. Tori was doing so virtually because she was still covering the Women's College World Series for ESPN. Hard hit ball by Falby into foul territory.
You mentioned Jamie Low-Price, GM for the Portland Cascade, and graduated from Texas A&M, and it was something, just 2 things. I mean, she told us on draft night, Chucky, how she wanted to draft to start this expansion team was going to be with a strong pitching staff and culture. She wanted personalities that would do whatever is best for the team. As Tariah Flowers is head coach, also a big connection, relationship type head coach too, that is a big puzzle piece in this organization as they all work together for that connection and culture that they built.
Falby again can't quite straighten it out. And Jamie Low-Price bringing in a big-time winner too as a player, Tariah Flowers, who was a gold medalist in 2004, silver in 08 at the Olympics. 2-time All-American at UCLA, won a national championship there alongside one of her best friends back in 2003, Natasha Watley. We asked Tariah, what's it take in these moments when it's all on the line? She said, you just have to be true to who you are. Be calm in the moment. Falby in the air to left field in foul territory. 2 outs. Well, the 3rd annual NFL Flag Championships presented by Toyota kicks off Friday at 3 Eastern on ESPN2 with the round of 16 and continues through Sunday with the semis and the championship. NFL Flag Championships begin Friday at 3 Eastern on ESPN2 and ESPN+. 2 outs in the inning for Sis Bates, who takes ball 1 high.
Sis Bates missed quite a few games. She was in the series against the Carolina Blaze, hitting against Carlin Pickens, the hardest thrower in her game, and Pickens accidentally missed hard up and into her, and it hit her back arm. what, 75, 76 miles an hour, and Sis was out for several games, so had to work around her injury.
This is just her second game played in the last 2 weeks. She missed about 10 days in the month of July. Big swing through that 1-2 count.
I think the adjustment that Cass Sandercock has made in this game is not missing so low with her drop ball. She's been able to throw that drop ball. Like that last pitch was a drop ball, a little bit more up in the zone. So throwing it through the zone early on in the first inning, she was throwing it so much down and out of the zone. It just became an easy take for the Cascade hitters. Now they're having to make a decision. Is that ball going to go up like her rise ball that she's thrown so well tonight, or is it going to be a drop ball that moves down? But she's now tunneling those two pitches well, and it's deceiving for the Cascade hitters.
Trying to strand a leadoff double at second base. Sis fights off that inside pitch. Into the fourth inning, and Chicago does not have a hit in the game so far. 3 walks is all they've been able to muster offensively against Carly Hoover.
So easy to get to this point in the game, understanding that we're already in the fourth inning, and start to press, especially when this Bandits identity has been around an offense that can put big runs up on the board quickly. So have to think about how it's already the fourth inning. They're down by 2 and no hits on the board. Will this team press, or will they still stay calm and play to their strength later?
2-2. Just a grittiness about this Portland team right now, a scrappiness, and that was one of the things that you asked Tariah Flowers about this team. What's the identity of the offense? And she said, I think we're scrappy. We've seen that since the very first batter in this game. Corby Otis kind of set the tone.
Sis being a tough out in this AB.
About to see the 10th pitch of the at-bat. Sis Bates, a 6th-year pro, 3-time Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Year at Washington. Another foul ball, this one off her leg.
Just getting rid of all these drop balls, taking the rise ball. Haven't seen too many change-ups from Kat Sandercock in this game, and pitch that maybe she should be a good time to work that pitch in. I try to locate that pitch in the dirt just to show something different.
Pitch number 11 is next. Sis has fouled off 6 in this at-bat. I think Sis was pointing at the pitch clock, but Kat Sandercock had called time, and she was granted it. Tariah Flowers might think otherwise. Robbie Guest is the home plate umpire. Alex Leap, Don Brown, and Scott Mayer at the bases tonight. Fantastic umpiring crew for this AUSL play-in game. Winner gets Utah on Saturday on ABC. Sis takes 3-2.
So you know at this point that that rise ball has been out of the zone. 12th pitch of this at-bat coming, and Sis has been all over the drop ball. We'll see if she leaves one more up in the zone for Sis to be able to barrel up.
Another foul ball. The dangerous part here is that Tori Vidalis is on deck, and Tori thrives in these moments. We saw it last year with Utah. They would not have lifted that trophy without Tori Vidalis having some clutch hits. Not to mention, this is home for Tori at Texas A&M. Can Sis pass the bat to Vidalis?
at bat like this when you're in the circle is just so frustrating because Sandercock is making quality pitches, working both sides of the zone and not leaving anything really up and over the heart of the plate. 14th pitch of the at-bat coming.
8 foul balls.
When is she going to throw that changeup?
Low with that pitch, and Sis is on. The stage is set for Vidalis. 65 home runs in her Texas A&M career, a 2-time All-American, played just 6 games at this stadium that was opened in April of 2018. She hit the first 3 home runs in this stadium's history. Oh, 1 pitch from Sandercock. Big spot in this game with 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Portland up 2. Torrey into right field. She comes through. Here comes Stewart. The throw, not in time. Mom and Dad love it in the stands.
I'm not just saying this because I'm an Aggie and Tori Vidalis is an Aggie. Tori Vidalis truly, and I think that you can agree, Chucky, is one of the most clutch hitters that I have ever seen. Drop ball on the outside part of the plate. It was even a little bit elevated, and Tori just goes with it, lets that pitch travel, shortens up, and her parents loving to see their daughter come through in this town on this field again. That every run that you put up against the Bandits right now just seems like a big insurance run with the way that the Cascade defense is playing defense back behind Carly Hoover and how she's throwing.
Tori played here. She still broadcasts their games here during the college season as she works for ESPN as well. And here is another Aggie right on cue who just finished her Texas A&M career this year, Kennedy Powell, in a pinch hit situation. Ground ball up the middle. Wallace is there and steps on second. So the Bandits keep it to just 1. Tori Vidalis coming through big with an insurance run.
Introducing Gatorade Lower Sugar. No artificial colors. No artificial flavors. No artificial sweeteners. And 75% less sugar. Gatorade Lower Sugar. Hydrates better than water. Is it in you?
These are the small space solutions America's waited 250 years for. They pack a style punch in even the smallest of spaces. Because nothing's more American than going big on small.
Oh, my Bob!
Bob's Discount Furniture.
Right now, at McDonald's, you can get a McChicken meal deal for $5 or a McDouble meal deal for $6. So there's something for everyone. Get more value with your meal deal.
Multitasking sure is tough, isn't it? It's a bit like juggling multiple insurance policies. Things can go sideways in a hurry.
Go back to your window.
Luckily, Geico makes it easy to manage all your policies in one place. Because we could all stand to do a bit less. Oh, careful.
Oh. That was a close one. Thanks.
It feels good to juggle less. It feels good to Geico.
3-0 Portland leading Chicago, going to the bottom of the the fourth. Let's go down to Anna Camden. What's the secret tonight, Anna?
Okay, well, they're off to a hot start, and it might have to do with this secret potion that I'm holding in my hand that belongs in the Cascade dugout. This is how it works. Before every single game, they all put something into a big tub in the locker room, and as they do that, they whisper their goal for the game. This has a Q-tip, there's a Tootsie Roll wrapper, a sour watermelon, and after that, they take a portion of that big batch and put it in this creepy-looking skull, and it comes out here for good luck. And this started about a month ago when they were in a rough patch, and they had a couple losses, but they bring it out here for good luck, and I feel like it has turned things around, and the entire team is bought into it.
That is so softball. Like, the things that happen in a dugout that teams buy into, they just try out, and then it works, and then you stick with it, and it becomes a part of your routine. It's all about the buy-in.
Tori Vidalis on a short hop retires Morgan Zirkle on the first pitch in the fourth inning. Well, what stands out most, Hoover in the circle or a Bandits approach that hasn't quite been right tonight?
Yeah, I think Hoover in the circle. She's just not giving in much over the heart of the plate. The Bandits are chasing a little bit, especially early with her off the plate. But this is what makes Carly Hoover in this league. She, like a Georgina Korick, like a Montana Fouts, they just rarely miss over the heart of the plate. Like that pitch location right there, about a ball off the plate and getting Mac Barber to still swing at it, hit it off the end of her bat. If they're going to swing at that pitch, then don't come even more on the plate at all. So they're swinging at it. She keeps putting it there, getting some of the strike calls as well, and she's just rolling.
Mac Barbara had one of the better hit balls in her first at bat. It was a line shot to first base that Tori Vidalis snagged.
And she's very comfortable throwing to Mia Davidson back behind the plate. Carly Hoover is. That is her battery mate, her catcher. You'll notice that Mia Davidson will sometimes stick out her arms, and likely that's a target thing that Mia Davidson is trying to communicate and have Carly Hoover look at before she goes into her pitch. So these two very familiar with each other and work very well together.
You mentioned it right off the top. Hoover is an imposing figure in the circle, standing at 6'2", and she can bring it. That's just outside at 69 miles per hour.
Well, that's a pitch that the Bandits need to take, whether they're a left-handed hitter like Mac Barbara or a right-handed hitter. Carly Hoover wants them to either chase that pitch or bring it in about a half ball or a ball to be able to get the call just off the plate. Carly Hoover throws with very good velocity too, so you understand that the decision making has to happen so quick because she has that long stride. She's standing over 6 foot tall, and she's throwing, averaging 70 miles an hour with all of her pitches.
Barbara calls time and steps out in a 3-2 count.
And you know, the interesting part about her pitch usage for Carly Hoover is that she rarely changes speeds. It doesn't quite happen a lot, but she does have that high velocity, throwing 70 with her runner, or AKA her fastball. It's called a runner, but it kind of is used as a fastball. But her curve, drop, rise, all 70, and so that ball gets on you in a hurry.
Decently hit ball, but this is right at Cahalan for out number 2. WNBA All-Star Weekend begins Friday, starting with the three-point contest at 8 Eastern on ESPN. Then on Saturday, catch the All-Star Game at 8:30 on ABC. Both shows also available on ESPN Plus and Disney Plus. Jocelyn Erickson, last chance to keep this going in the fourth inning. Chicago still hitless at this point in the game. Erickson, a rookie out of Florida, played 3 years there after 1 at Oklahoma. She was the SEC Player of the Year and the NFCA National Player of the Year in 2024. Her and her teammate Skylar Wallace actually went back-to-back with those awards in 23 and 24 at Florida. is Erin Koffel to the right of her, last year's MVP.
Yeah, there's an off-speed pitch for the first time. Keep it in the back of their mind. Dropped it down to 63 from her usual 70.
Who will be the breakthrough at bat for Chicago? The rain has stopped the last couple innings here in College Station. Had a pretty consistent light downpour in the first 2 innings. Erickson in the air, that's going to get into the stands.
It definitely took some bounces that weren't expected and ended up in that gentleman right there, his hands, that will give to that young lady.
Big crowds expected all weekend here in College Station, and the championship begins on Saturday. Great crowd tonight. Another foul ball from Erickson.
I mean, the way that Carly Hoover is able to continually put this pitch, this runner, aka this fastball in the outside corner away from these left-handed hitters, is 100% leading to her success. That last pitch, I've seen it, I don't know, about 15 times to the left-handed hitters. She's so consistent hitting that same spot, great command over and over and over again.
Hard hit ball. Sis Bates goes down to her knees to make the play. Hoover rolling. 1-2-3 inning for the first time tonight.
If you travel for work, this shirt is a must-have in your carry-on. I was tired of floppy collars and shirts that didn't hold their shape or look too casual for meetings, so I built something better. The brand is called Collars & Co. We built a performance polo, but designed it with a firm, structured collar that stays crisp all day. You can wear it on its own, under a sweater, or even with a blazer. It's wrinkle-resistant, machine washable, sharp enough for the office, and packs perfectly for travel. Most importantly, the collar stays stiff all day. Get 20% off today with code TV at collarsandco.com.
I'm on row. I dropped 78 pounds on row. Confident again on row. Lowest cost GLP-1 options on row, whether you're covered by insurance or not, including the FDA-approved pill for weight loss. Weight loss expertise I trust. My labs are better on row. I'm feeling better on row. I'm Greg Olson. This is me on row.
4 full innings complete, 3-0. Portland leading Chicago as you see Lexi Kilfoyle has entered the circle for the Bandits. 6-0 on the season, a 1.95 ERA. This is her 11th appearance, and for the 5th time coming out of the bullpen, the third-year pro from Land O'Lakes, Florida, finished her tremendous college career at Oklahoma State.
Yeah, so the decision before this game, are we going to start Kat Sandercock or Lexi Kilfoyle? Really two starters that they've leaned a lot on this season, very reliable, trustworthy. It was just a simple fact that the Cascade had hit Lexi Kilfoyle harder in the regular season with an ERA against them up near 4 compared to Sandercock just over 1.
She will see the top of the order. Corby Otis, Sierra Sacco Ferry, Megan Grant coming up against Kilfoyle. 9 of the 12 earned runs she allowed came in just 2 outings, and you mentioned it. Portland got to her a little bit. 4 of those 9 earned runs in those 2 outings came against Portland the second time they saw her, but retires Otis quickly. There's Here's Sandercock, whose night is likely done. 4 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned, and a couple strikeouts. She had to battle through some very long innings, but limited the damage for the most part.
She did only, gave up those 5 hits, but I just go back to the difference in this game, or the defensive plays that the Cascade have made and the defensive plays that the Bandits did not make in the first inning.
Sierra Sacco Ferry's made a couple of those defensive plays for Portland. Kilfoyle in relief this year, a .54 ERA in 13 innings of relief. She was the #1 overall pick in the inaugural draft back in 2025. Inside, and that hit Sacco Ferry. Here we go. This is a high-level matchup you're about to witness. Kilfoyle against Megan Grant. She's popped out on the infield her first 2 trips to the plate. 10 regular season home runs, second ever in an AUSL regular season.
She'll likely get heavy drop balls from Lexi Kilfoyle, like that first pitch that just paints the inside corner. That is her go-to pitch for Kilfoyle down the zone.
We used to grow up, that's an outside strike call. I was going to say, you used to grow up, you do all the batting stances. We look at that pitch again. Grant did not love it, neither did Portland. Now an 0-2 count. But Megan Grant is that one. You grow up as a kid, you do the batting stance, and you kind of act like you're that player. We've seen that in videos. One of our colleagues, Danielle Laurie, her daughter, she posted a video of her doing the Megan Grant, the hand on the helmet before she steps into the box, taking the breath. Another pop-up on the infield. Chicago has taken care of Grant in her first 2 ABs tonight.
She has not hit the ball out of the infield. A lot of weak contact pop-ups to first base, and now third base. Big out for Lexi Kilfoyle.
This is the rookie that's hurt them the most. Sydney Stewart's 2 for 2 with a pair of doubles and an RBI tonight. First time facing Kilfoyle. Swinging first pitch.
And look how much she's off the plate against Lexi Kilfoyle. And that's why she swung at that first pitch that was inside, almost like she was giving herself some extra space on the inside corner, looking for that side of the plate. And exactly what she wants to do, and how Kilfoyle has likely pitched her in the regular season. Like how far off the plate that she is.
Swings through it.
And the drop ball out of the hand of Lexi Kilfoyle, which is her most used pitch about 60% of the time, it has 11 inches of down break on it.
Ahead 0-2.
And just for perspective, I mean, think about that. That's about a foot of break down, and you're trying to hit that drop ball that's moving down that she can throw through the zone, because she can start it more up in the zone because she's so tall. Lexi Kilfoyle stands at over 6 feet tall, so that drop ball can start at a high height and then just fall off the plate still through the strike zone.
Stewart kind of off the end of the bat. That's over Wallace into center to keep the inning going. It's a 3-hit night for Sydney Stewart. She's 9 for 15 against Chicago on the year.
Have yourself a day, Sydney Stewart, hitting a little bit of everything from these pitchers. Off-speed curveball, hits it off the end of the bat, but just stays on playing with it long enough to stick with it and put it out of the reach of Skylar Wallace.
First and second, 2 outs for Kenley Cahalan. She swings first pitch over to Sammy Williams, and that'll do it for the top of the 5th. Still 3-0. Portland leading with Carly Hoover dealing in the circle.
When you need fast relief from your backed up gut, Mirafast works naturally with your body in as little as 30 minutes. Mirafast. Acts faster, works gently. Now find Mirafast in the kids aisle for gentle, worry-free constipation relief.
America, put down the burgers and pick up Arby's cheesesteak with 100% Angus steak and melty Cooper cheese. It's the best cheese. It's the best meat. It's only available at
Arby's. We have the meat.
Mayday, 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 please respond. The captain is running a human trafficking operation.
I'm gonna help you come back for everybody.
Mayday, mayday, mayday.
We have a stowaway.
Mayday, mayday, mayday.
Sweep the ship.
Mayday, mayday, mayday.
What do you want?
Vengeance.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Mayday, mayday, mayday.
Mutiny. Rated R. Only in theaters August 21st.
Still 3-0. Portland leads Chicago going to the bottom of the fifth. Nothing doing so far for the Bandits because Carly Hoover has been exceptional.
Well, and all but two of the Bandits hitters are left-handed, and so she has been dominating the lefties with this runner pitch right at the knees, about to fall off the plate. All they can do is foul it off, several swings and misses, able to elevate it when she needs to, but on a dime, it seems like place that runner away from these lefties at the knees, about a ball or two off the plate, and they have not been able to make an adjustment. To think about, too, how Carly Hoover in the regular season has thrown against left-handed hitters. They were hitting almost 300 off of her compared to righties hitting under 200 off of her. She has not given in and been able to go at these left-handed hitters with the plan that she has executed to perfection.
Came in with a 3-0 record and a 3.57 ERA, had dominant performances against Texas and Carolina this year. Chicago had gotten to Hoover. This was not an obvious choice for the starting pitcher. We really weren't sure which direction they were going to go, and clearly it appears they got it right. Pinch hitter to lead off the fifth is the rookie out of Georgia, Kirsten Roos, who has 3 times now been picked out of the reserve pool by 3 different teams. Played for OKC a couple games, Texas, and now finishing the season with Chicago. She is pinch hitting for the catcher, Mary Jacopo. Just the second appearance for Roos in a Bandits jersey and her first at bat. 1-2 count from Hoover. Roos disciplined here these last 2 pitches and has worked the count full.
That probably feels different for Carly Hoover to throw to a right-handed hitter. You get in such a groove when you're facing the same side of the plate over and over and over again. She is pinch hitting for another right-handed hitter that Hoover would have been facing regardless, but
outside.
There's that runner this time outside to a right-handed hitter that she did not get the call for. Takes it a little bit off the plate, and that's the patience that the Bandits were looking for to start off this bottom of the fifth.
You saw just before that pitch, Shonda Stanton was looking at Kirsten Roos, and she was tapping her chest. And one of the things that the Bandits did when they had those meetings is they really tried to figure out how they could come together as a team. Before they came to College Station, she said she got them all in a circle, and she said, give me one thing. Like, what's one of the things you've loved about this season, a highlight from the year? And she said, Kat Sandercock got up and said, I love when everyone says, with you. And that's been a thing for this Bandits team, just those little moments of kind of coming together, reminding them that they are all in this together every pitch.
There's another one where they will put their hand in a sign language T and tap their chest. Maybe it's in the box, maybe it's in the circle or out on defense. I saw Sammy Williams doing it in an earlier at bat, but they're patting their chest, T in sign language for together and also for toughness as well in that at bat or wherever they are in the field.
That's what we just saw from Stanton in the third base box. We talked about it right off the top. Tough start. 0-4 to start the season, and kind of a shock to the system for this organization who has a past in a previous edition of professional softball in the NPF, but also built a great building block last year, reaching the championship. Sis Bates makes the play, and there's one out.
Good productive out, though, there for Taryn Kern. Taryn Kern, also a patient hitter, put a little bit of pressure on Carly Hoover there to come more over the plate, or she knew that she wasn't going to chase like Roos. So at bats there that, to me, could start to turn the tides if they allow that momentum to continue down the way to Bella Dayton and Agbayani coming up.
Shauna Stanton really likes Dayton and Agbayani at the bottom of this order. Dayton shows bunt and just misses for strike one. These two teams reached this point in such different fashion. And just the way they were built, Chicago were one of the 4 original teams, so they were kind of picked apart. They lost key pieces like Sydney McKinney, Bubba Nichols, Camarena, and Delaney Wiz, who were integral parts of the Oklahoma City team, as Dayton flares it to left, and Chicago's in business with one out.
To the bottom of the lineup, getting it done. Roos with the pinch hit walk, showing patience. Taryn Kern, same thing, despite getting out. Now Bella Dayton, again, hitting can be contagious. The type of at-bats can be contagious, and they're passing the bat right now with the top of the order looming on deck, and Skylar Wallace, who wants, I guarantee, wants to come up with runners on base in this inning.
That was the first hit in the game for Chicago off Carly Hoover. There's Wallace. That is a dangerous woman in the on-deck circle. Agbayani misses the bunt attempt.
And so we'll see the first and third offensive play that Shauna Stanton decides to run here, with Roos with speed at third base, Dayton with speed at first base. Opportunity for the Cascade to decide on defense what they want to do in this first and third play too.
Agbayani swinging that pitch down and in, and it's an 0-2 count. Still just one away in the inning. Inside, oh my goodness. That did not sound good. Agbayani in serious pain. She has had a tremendous rookie season out of Oklahoma. We just talked to Jenny Dalton-Hill, their general manager, before this game, and about Agbayani throughout this season. Said, I just feel like she's starting to get comfortable. She's comfortable with herself and this team. She's been such a key part of this great run they've been on.
Can't even imagine how this feels to get hit with 70 miles an hour on that back knee, just deadens your whole leg.
Roos had just entered to hit for Jacopo, which would be the obvious substitution here if Agbayani needed to come out, or if you just wanted somebody who wasn't feeling like she did on the base paths right now.
Well, just a good job of finding a way to get on base, a painful way nonetheless, but I mean, this could be the game right here. Bases loaded, less than 2 outs. Skylar Wallace coming up for her third time now to see Carly Hoover with Sammy Williams, likely the hitter of the year, on deck.
Pitch number 1 to Skylar Wallace. swings first pitch and fouls it off. Just a week ago, Amanda, in Durham, North Carolina, Wallace in 2 games against the Blaze, 9 hits, 4 home runs, and 9 RBIs.
Between Williams and Wallace, been over 50% of the team's home runs scored, good chunk of RBIs and extra base hits. These are the two that can do the damage right here.
0-1.
Set pitch, we showed you a package on it, gotten a lot of chase, but Skylar Wallace, a confident take with that runner away from her that Carly Hoover is just put in the same spot to these lefties over and over again.
Outside 2-1 count. She played just 15 games in the regular season after coming back late from Japan, had 24 hits, 6 home runs, scored 21 runs. 3-1 count.
These takes have been contagious from Kirsten Roos. They really have been. Nowhere to put her, gonna have to come a little bit more on the plate.
Is this Chicago's moment? One of the most electric players in the sport. Ball 4, and Chicago is on the board. The lead now for Portland. And here comes Sammy Williams.
5 walks for Carly Hoover in this game, along with the hit by pitch that you saw to Agbayani. So Bandits have had some traffic. They've just been lacking that big hit. Just haven't had very many opportunities with runners in scoring position against her. Just 1 for 2.
Sammy Williams 3 for 6 with the bases loaded this year with a grand slam. Takes outside, ball 1.
Well, and this number is just unbelievable. I mean, the numbers that Sammy Williams has put up all together have been tremendous. But with runners in scoring position entering this game, hitting .593, which has led the league this season.
In the air on the infield. Cahalan makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Can Hoover dance out of the bases loaded jam with just 1 run scored? It's last year's home run leader, Morgan Zirkle, hit 9 a season ago. To left field, tailing foul, long run, and it's just beyond the reach of Sacco, Ferry, and left.
You could just tell that she felt that wall early and was waiting to know exactly when she needed to go into that slide to try to catch that in the air. And it's just a little bit too early, but she's just trying to feel it. How much room that she had just off the end of her glove. Man, she has had a lot of steps out there in left field. Sarah Sacco has. That was close to being the final out. Wow.
One you'd love to have in foul territory against Zirkle, who's hit .412 in the month of July with 6 extra base hits.
And I'm wondering if Carly Hoover is going to come back inside to these lefties. Since she has hit Agbayani, it's been runner outside to these left-handed hitters that she has faced. And after you hit somebody with a pitch inside, you can sometimes be a little bit tentative to go back in, but she's going to need to, I think, to get a veteran hitter like Morgan Zirkle out.
Hoover jumps ahead 1-2.
Or she can just keep throwing the runner away from her over and over and over again, like we have seen Carly Hoover do all night.
Said how great Sammy Williams has been with runners in scoring position. Zirkle hit .643 in July with runners in scoring position. Hoover trying to retire them back to back. Base hit up the middle. Zirkle comes through. Here comes the tying run. Safe at the plate. Chicago answers.
you had to come inside at some point against a hitter like Morgan Zirkle. She is a veteran. She has been in so many big situations. Look at her leaning to go get that runner away. The same pitch that Carly Hoover has thrown over and over and over again that she threw to Zirkle in that at-bat that she didn't look good on, but determined to make an adjustment. Gets it past Kinley Cahalan at shortstop, 70 miles an hour off the bat. And a wet ball is not fun to throw from the outfield from Kendra Falby, so you know she didn't have a great grip, and Davidson could not hold on to it anyway. Making the most of the walks, the free passes, bottom of the order, getting the rally going for the Bandits and tying up this game. Morgan Zirkle does.
Sacco Ferry just inches from hauling that ball in foul territory off the bat of Zirkle just moments before that. That could have ended the inning. Now it's Mac Barbara, who's had two pretty good swings off Hoover in this game.
2-out scoring here for the Bandits, just like the Cascade have done. Cascade 4 for 9 with 2 outs, and Bandits now coming through with 2 outs.
Shonda Stanton talking to Robbie Guest behind the plate. She's upset about something, and he's telling her to go back to the coach's box. Two-0 count, both pitches outside from Hoover. I think what Stanton might be mad about is Hoover's not getting the ball back immediately, so that clock is not starting, which is a 15-second pitch clock. And now Robbie Guest is going to talk to Mia Davidson and Carly Hoover.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of these pitchers take this tactic because it's a 15-second pitch clock in between pitches in comparison to the college season. It is 20, so a lot of these pitchers have felt a bit rushed. So that action clock doesn't start until the pitcher gets the ball back in the circle. They take more time. Sometimes even showing the bat to their catcher and going to the back of the circle so that the catcher won't throw it back to them until they take a couple of seconds in between pitches, then turn around and receive the throw back, and then the action clock starts.
Staying outside, 3-1. Chicago didn't have a hit through 4 innings. 0 for 11 at the plate, but here in the 5th, 2 hits, 3 walks, a hit batter, and 3 runs scored. That does get the corner for strike 2. And Mac Barbara puts Chicago in front in the 5th. To the third baseman, Grant, who gathers herself and makes the play, and we are all tied up after 5.
But in that Morgan Zirkle at bat, she came up with 2 outs, and Sierra Sacco Ferry has been so good in left field, and this would have been an incredible play. It came so close to being the final out where the Cascade would keep the lead. Zirkle showed that relief and then took it out on a runner away from her, making an adjustment and tying up this game.
My daughter's in ballet, and
you need a set of bun, and you don't know what set means. Okay, you're gonna want shine and hold. This'll keep her hair sleek, and this'll keep it cute. Get beauty from people who get beauty. Only at Sephora.
Tired? You might be dehydrated. Gatorade, with a clinically proven electrolyte blend, is engineered to improve hydration balance. Hydrates better than water. Is it in you?
We're all guilty of the old one-trip wonder.
You got this.
You all right there?
Yep.
And while bundling groceries can be quite the handful, Bundling with Geico is a breeze.
Should we?
Probably.
Plus, you can save hundreds when you combine your home and car insurance. Oh dear. Need a hand?
It feels good to bundle better. It feels good to Geico.
Winner of tonight's game advances to the 3-game AUSL Championship Series against the 1-seed Utah Talons. So you see a few of them right there. The reigning champs looking to repeat last year's sweep against tonight's winner. Saturday at 1 Eastern, Game 1 starts on ABC, ESPN Deportes, and the ESPN app. Morgan Zirkle, clutch, and we're all tied as we go to the 6th inning. This is what we hope for in this game. It's a play-in. It's one chance to advance. Bandits and Cascade. In a cloudy, windy, and rainy day in College Station, at least when we started our game. The rain has subsided the last few innings. Kilfoyle lost it.
It's a couple of times I've seen that happen to her this year, and all you can do is just laugh about it. Mistake, like her ball hand hit her glove hand and just knocked the ball out of her hand, so that'll go down as a ball.
Hard hit off the bat of Falby for a foul ball. Alongside Amanda Scarborough, Texas A&M Hall of Famer. I'm Chucky Kemp, Anna Camden, the third member of our crew. Jacob Garza, Jordan Alvis, our producer and director this evening. Fantastic crew here in College Station, kicking off the AUSL postseason at Davis Diamond, which is one of the crown jewels in this sport across the country, one of the finest venues you will find. Falby through the left side, base hit to start off the 6th. Let's go down to Anna Camden.
With as dominant as Lexi Kilfoyle is in the circle, it's no surprise that she grew up wanting to be a professional athlete, but not a softball player. She wanted to be a cheerleader. And she said looking back, it baffles her that she ever dreamed of that, because at 6'2", she stands almost a full foot taller than the average cheerleader. And she gives credit to her dad that she found her real dream because she wanted to quit softball after her first year playing until he offered to coach her. He said, "If I coach you, will you give it another shot?" She agreed, and we know how the rest of the story goes.
Just imagining Lexi Kilfoyle up at the top of a pyramid. You know, just imagine her being a cheerleader or maybe as a base. I mean, think about her career could have been totally different. Now she's one of the best pitchers in professional softball.
I think what stood out to me was the spelling.
Yeah.
The professional.
Yeah, professional.
One on, nobody out for Sis Bates, who had the at-bat of the night so far. Well, there it is. Professional. She got cheerleader right, though.
She sure did.
1-2 inside. Sis Bates has seen that one once this year. Doesn't want to see it again.
Well, think about how important that inning was with Sis's 14 pitch at bat and how important that run was that the Cascade had scored. They had been sitting on 2 for a few innings.
Rolls it up the middle. Skylar Wallace has to be quick, and she is.
I'll take it as a productive out. Doesn't look like they're going to challenge this. Bang, bang plays. Skylar Wallace running through this as Sis Bates went to her slap, and yeah, they definitely got her at first base, but still a productive out to advance that runner into scoring position to have a couple of shots in this inning with Tori Vidalis. Clutchness up at the plate again.
RBI single, her last at bat for that third run of the game for Portland. At the time, it was 3-0. That was in the top of the 4th. Now here in the 6th, trying to immediately regain the lead. Tori almost puts it down the line.
Remember her RBI in her last at bat, 2 strikes on a pitch away from her, so they go in to start this at bat. It looked like she was looking for that side, expecting it from Kilfoyle.
Tori fouled that off herself and into the booth right by you. That was your opportunity. We've talked about this for years, and you didn't want it.
Well, you know, I don't go up to catch them. I don't want it to hurt my hands, break a finger. It's just not my thing. And Michelle Smith will go for it, but her hands are a lot stronger and sturdier than mine, so still got it. Just a little late.
Souvenir for you. You know what? The ball just will find you where your face is plastered all over the walls.
Yeah, I'll just move out of the way, give it to a fan. She was first I made eye contact with.
Just made that young fan's day.
I know.
Of all the places, though, for the ball to come in the booth.
I know, right?
It's the place you built.
I will say, Tori Vidalis, I know, has called games in my exact seat and has gone up to catch those foul balls. So that was kind of funny that she hit it back up here at us and I go down.
A lot of great connections on that foul ball. It's the most exciting foul ball of the year. Tori off the glove of Kilfoyle. Wallace, great balance to stay with that. And that's out number 2.
Perfect bounce off of Kilfoyle's glove right to Skylar Wallace, who was moving toward the middle of the field and had to change directions because she was going behind Kilfoyle and then had to stop what she was doing. Still productive out. Advanced Falvey 60 feet closer to scoring.
Another opportunity for Mia Davidson, who is hitless in 8 at-bats this year against Chicago. Skylar Wallace at shortstop might not seem unusual to the everyday fan, but there was a very good chance she would have been the everyday center fielder for this team had Erin Koffel been healthy for the year.
That's what it was looking like when she came back from Japan. She had played shortstop last year whenever they made it to the championship series, but kind of had Koffel penciled in at short and Skylar Wallace penciled in center field, but then Koffel got hurt.
Koffel, the second baseman last year. Wallace actually came down with an injury at the very end of last season, so she was unable to play defensively for Chicago in the championship series against Utah a year ago. Still hit and kind of fought through that injury. Davidson goes down swinging. Lexi Kilfoyle gives it back to the Bandit bats with a chance to take the lead.
We've drafted a roster of ESPN's most competitive personalities and celebrity sports fans.
It's about time
to face off in a brand new tournament.
This is huge. Let's go.
It's ESPN Jeopardy.
You know this is all sports, right?
Hosted by me, Joe Buck, with a grand prize of $500,000 for charity.
Going all in.
This game could change like that.
What is Wimbledon?
Who is George Foreman? What is
Want $1,000 weight loss medication for $50? It all starts with Roe's free insurance check. Just upload your insurance card to see if you have coverage. Then relax. We fight for you so you can get the lowest price possible. Did we mention it was free to check? Over 100,000 people have qualified for a $50 copay through Roe. Are you next? Start with your free insurance check at roe.co/check.
This is the one who can fix nearly anything and turns to Granger, who has almost everything. Few may see him, but he's the one that keeps it all on track. The industrial-grade products you need. Call, click, or stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Visit bombas.com and get 20% off your first order.
Tonight's celebration of the game is brought to us by Sephora, the exclusive beauty partner of the AUSL. Tori Vidalis and family celebrating her clutch hit earlier today. We always knew Chicago would strike back the lassos for the Bandits. This team is just relentless, Amanda.
I mean, 3 free passes in that fifth inning. It all started Kirsten Roos, the pinch hitter, came in to lead off the inning, had a patient at bat, and then Agbayani, a hit by pitch, and Skylar Wallace, who just showed so much patience in her at bat too to pass the bat to the rest of the top of the lineup.
It was Roos's first at bat as a Bandit and first pinch hit of the season. Peyton Gottschall is going to enter this game for Portland. She's had some good success against the Bandits last 2 times she's faced them. 7 1/3, just 1 earned run, the third-year pro out of Tennessee.
And she's going to come in and be a completely different look than what they saw from Carly Hoover, who is throwing all gas, 70 miles an hour. Peyton Gottschall will come in and throw in the mid-60s and really be more about spin than she is speed. Good spin, good movement, a lot of different variations of her curveball that she can work on both sides of the plate and an off-speed pitch with it.
She will face Jocelyn Erickson. Erickson 0 for 2 tonight, a line out and a ground out so far. Rips this. Oh, Cahalan climbs the ladder.
Portland has been positioned in the right places pretty much the entire game. Cahalan is playing a little bit up the middle of the field and makes that stretch just at the right time. She cannot stretch any more than what she does right here to rob Jocelyn Erickson, her former teammate, of a base hit. This Portland defense has been such a big part of them being in this game and taking away hits from one of the best offenses in the league.
.970 fielding percentage, second best in the AUSL this year. Now 1 out, nobody on for Mary Jacopo. She got all of that, but fouled it down the left field line.
These are some good swings that the Bandits are getting off, and Peyton Gottschall already needs to start to make some adjustments because they're barreling her up. I mean, this is how good you can already see that Carly Hoover pitched in this game because she was so difficult for the Bandits to barrel up, and tons of swings and misses from Hoover in her start. Gottschall's going to have to start changing speeds and keep the ball down in the zone.
Just outside to make it a 2-2 count. Despite the fact that Peyton's been really good against Chicago the last 2 times she's faced him, we talked to Shonda Stanton, who said, with all the data now, you have the answers to the test. So once you get in the game, it's just a mindset as a hitter to go execute what you know you're going to see from these pitchers. Hoover gave them an excellent start against the best offense in the AUSL. Two from Gottschall.
Look at these takes by Jacopo. Taking a curveball that Peyton Gottschall wanted so bad off the plate, so she brought it down a little bit, still didn't get the call, but the patience that the Bandits have shown in the last 2 innings could lead to some success here at the end of the game.
Jacopo yanks it foul.
I would start, and this is no offense to Peyton Gottschall, she has had a terrific year. I would start getting somebody loose and put them in pretty quickly. These swings that they are getting off, they're not fooled by anything that she's throwing right now, and they're taking close pitches that she needs to have called as a strike if she wants to have success. The rookie Kenzie Brown in the pen right now.
There's another one smoked up the middle, 72 off the bat. Jacopo is on.
I'm not going to lie, I would put her in right now. There has to be a feel for the foul ball swings, even the loud out by Jocelyn Erickson. I would put Kenzie Brown in right now. It just doesn't feel like it's going to be Peyton Gottschall's night. It is a tie game in the bottom of the 6th inning. I would make a change immediately.
They are not going to yet. So Taryn Kern, the rookie out of Stanford, will get an opportunity against Gottschall. Playing for her former college coach, Shonda Stanton, who she played 1 year for as a freshman at Indiana. was the Big Ten Freshman and Player of the Year that season before playing the last 3 years at Stanford.
It's a great pitch. Curveball right at the knees, goes back to the inside corner and gets the bottom of the zone. That's the pitch that she just had to have in this at-bat, it feels like.
Earn out in front, but stays alive in a 1-2 count. Kern, just one home run in her rookie season, came against Portland. Got her on the inside corner.
Went back to this curveball and just paints the inside corner right at the knees. Same picture that she threw to Kern earlier in the at-bat. And boy, did Peyton Gottschall need this. Kern being too patient, thinking this is a little bit off the plate, and it's not. Catches the corner. Big out for Gottschall.
Dayton slaps it foul, strike one. Bella Dayton 1 for 2, singled and scored in that 3-run fifth inning and lined out to left field in her other at-bat. This AUSL season and the postseason picture came down to the last 2 days of the schedule. The AUSL championship play-in game now an out away from coming down to the final inning. Dayton to center, Falby ranges over and makes the catch. So we go to the 7th, all tied up. A date with Utah on the line.
For generations, we've watched America become America. We made sure dinner was worth sitting down to. Milestones, homecomings, ordinary Tuesday nights. We were there, at this table, America's table.
What's better than the freshness of a just cleaned car? Having it every day. Febreze Car gives you scent control as it fights odors in the air, even those from fabrics, for just clean freshness for 40 days.
Does Inez want a $4 sausage biscuit meal deal or a sausage McMuffin meal deal? Sausage McMuffin. Get more value with your $4 breakfast meal deal from McDonald's.
The AUSL is sponsored by LabCorp. It is up for grabs in the 7th. We have seen some excellent softball this evening. Chicago erasing a 3-run deficit to tie things up in the 5th. A scoreless 6th for both teams. And here we are. We're going to see 1-2-3 due up for Portland and 9-1-2 due up for Chicago in the 7th. Winner gets the Utah Talons, the #1 seed in Game 1 of the AUSL Championship Series at 1 Eastern on ABC on Saturday. Lexi Kilfoyle against Corby Otis, and there is strike one. Amanda, you could not have scripted year 2 in the AUSL any better with the way the regular season finished, with the way this is going right now in the play-in game. First time we've ever played the play-in game with the 2 expansion teams coming into the league this year to make it a total of 6 teams.
It is a softball fan's dream. The games that we've had, the competition that we've had, and the implications of this week. Every game this week has mattered big time.
Otis just got it, but it stays foul. Someone is going home after tonight. Corby Otis is a big reason why Portland is playing in this game. Go back to a late June game in Texas, down going to the 7th inning. Rachel Garcia spinning an absolute gem. And Otis hit a home run to give him the lead. Sammy Williams takes one away from Otis this time.
As defense is starting to step up late in this game when the game is on the line, tied game. Sammy Williams playing off the line, goes to her backhand, a hard hit ball off the bat of Corby Otis, and just plays it perfectly.
Now Sierra Sacco Ferry, who has reached twice tonight, once on a single and once was hit by a pitch. Lexi Kilfoyle, 2 1/3, just 2 hits allowed, no walks and a strikeout since entering this game for Kat Sandercock. She has been untouchable.
Here's that drop ball, and not only does her drop ball move down 11 to 12 inches down the zone, but it moves away from a left-handed hitter 2 to 4 inches as well. And it's what makes it so tough. So if you're righty, that drop ball moves hard into you on that side of the plate. If you're a lefty and she's working you outside, it not only moves down, but it moves a couple of inches away from her barrel too.
Two is the count. There's Megan Grant. Could she do it? What a year it's been for her. A record-breaking year. Slow roller to Williams at third. Makes the play. 2 outs for Grant.
Well, Megan Grant can change this game with one swing. Her first professional home run was off of Carlin Pickens in Durham. It went 313 feet, the longest home run in AUSL history. That is the type of power that Megan Grant has even as a pro. Has popped up 3 times to the infield in this game, pulling the string there with her off-speed curveball that Lexi Guilfoyle's really started to master as a professional pitcher.
0-1 to Grant. Upstairs, ball 2. Lexi Kilfoyle has allowed 1 run in 15 2/3 innings of relief outings this year. Hard away, ball 2.
I know she's thinking about an adjustment, knowing that she's weakly popped up in her first 3 at-bats, going to try to maybe see the top of something, keep her hands a little bit more above the ball.
Two count for Megan Grant. You said it. First home run went 313. Second went 293. Over 600 feet of home runs with her first 2 as a professional. 4th overall pick in the college draft this year. Ground ball to Wallace. It bounces up, and the inning will continue. It wasn't the big swing that she would have hoped for, but it gives Portland's hottest hitter tonight a chance in Sydney Stewart.
Well, there's that defensive mistake again. That's going to be the first error in the game for the Bandits, but a couple of mistakes earlier in the game. Look at the adjustment. Again, that's not a home run hit by Megan Grant, but she popped up in her first 3 at-bats, gets the top of one here, puts pressure on the Bandits defense to make a play with her adjustment.
Kilfoyle wanted that strike call on the inside corner to Sydney Stewart. 3 for 3 tonight, a pair of doubles. Her 2 home runs in the regular season came against Chicago.
Remember, in her first at-bat, it looked like Sydney Stewart was looking in. She's backed off well off of the plate, giving herself some space to get her barrel to an inside pitch, expecting that that's how Kilfoyle is going to continue to throw her.
Something she liked there and fouls it back. 3 of their 7 hits tonight. Back-to-back All-American at Arizona the last 2 years. 1-2 from Kilfoyle. Stewart lifts it to left center. Caught on the run by Zirkle. Still tied at 3, and Chicago can win it next with the top of their order.
Today's the day.
The day I landed home.
You know, home.
For the big, small, short, tall. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
We've all been there. You see one of these kiosks and you can't help but stop and try to find your name on a keychain. Unfortunately, that's how it is with some insurers. They'll send you on a scavenger hunt just to get the help you need. But you can always count on Geico for tailored, friendly service. They never have my name. I mean, why can't I have a normal name like Gino? Gino the Gecko, at your service.
Hey, Gino! It feels good to get personal. It feels good to Geico.
The NFL Flag Championships are back, and it's game on.
Buckle up. This is fast. It's fun.
The next generation, they're not waiting their turn. They came to play.
The energy is palpable. Touchdown! Wow!
Laying it all on the line.
It's win or go home.
And the premier youth flag football event of the summer.
Get set to crown a champion.
The NFL Flag Championships, presented by Toyota, begin Friday on ESPN and Disney Networks.
Coming up next on SportsCenter with Nicole Briscoe and Michael Eaves, dominant mound performances in the MLB, plus Arch Manning and Lane Kiffin at SEC Media Days and more. SportsCenter is coming up next. Everybody going to be watching on Saturday, especially the commissioner, Kim Ang, in year 2 as the AUSL commissioner. What an incredible impact she has had on this sport, and of course, none more than at the professional level.
Yeah, she's a fearless leader of the AUSL and just so much support from those who work around her, of course, as well. But she's the one at the top and has helped this league lead to a lot of success.
9-1-2 for Chicago in this inning. Ilana Agbayani, who was hit right on the knee the last time she was at the plate by a 70-mile-per-hour Carly Hoover pitch, has stayed in the game. Now trying to set the table for Skylar Wallace and Sammy Williams. Gotchel has stayed in this game. Agbayani fouls it back. You were actually talking last inning, some hard-hit balls, both in play and foul off Gotchel, that you would have pulled the plug pretty quickly.
Yeah, the Jocelyn Erickson at bat, then Jacopo, just were seeing her so well. Hard-hit ball, foul balls. I mean, they just looked like they were on her. And the turning point was the Taryn Kern at bat, where she struck her out looking.
Agbayani through the left side, and the winning run is aboard for Chicago. Here comes one of the most dangerous bats in the business, Skylar Wallace. a chance to force a rematch of last year's AUSL championship between Utah and Chicago. The Talons won it in 2 games. You have to think, of all the players on this Chicago team who want a little revenge, it would be this one at the plate right now.
You know, I still think I would make the change, and maybe we're going to see it here. Kenzie Brown has more swing and miss stuff than Peyton Gottschall. She's been warming up, and actually Carly Hoover is back in the bullpen warming up as well. She can re-enter this game, so we'll see if they go to the veteran, back to her, or the rookie. And it looks like it's going to be Kenzie Brown in one of the biggest moments of her life entering this game in the bottom of the 7th.
Here comes Brown out of the bullpen. The rookie out of Arizona State's had a great year with season on the line with 1 on, nobody out.
Trying to predict the future is a hazardous occupation. The only thing we can be sure of is that it will be absolutely fantastic.
Take advantage of an expert-managed portfolio with Robinhood Strategies. With advanced insights, our advisors help spot opportunities aligned to your goals. Your ambition just met its match.
See? These dishes are still dirty.
I got you. You need a detergent that cleans your dishes and your filter.
Filter?
Yep, this is the heart of your dishwasher. If it's all gunked up, your dishes won't get fully clean. Exactly. My go-to is Cascade Platinum Plus. Only these action packs have double the Dawn power, breaking down dried-on food and grease residue for a safe and effective clean, even on your filter.
Wow, what a difference.
Now we know. Yep, that's what I do. Cascade, Roto-Rooter recommended, safe for pipes.
Just a week ago, Skylar Wallace making history. Not 1, not 2, but 3 home runs in the same game of a win against Carolina. In a 2-game stretch, she hit 4 home runs and drove in 9 runs. She has a chance here to send Chicago back to the AUSL championship. Only played 15 regular season games, but she has been one of the best hitters since she got back in the league.
I mean, her numbers are just astounding, hitting 500 and even higher on base percentage, is slugging at almost 1,000. Skylar Wallace has been so dynamic at the plate with her power and speed.
She faces the rookie out of Arizona State, Kenzie Brown, 15th overall pick in the college draft. What a pick by Jamie Loprise. Brown has had an excellent rookie year, 4-3 with a 3.56 ERA.
And she's had some really dominant moments in the circle. And pretty low ERA for a rookie. Where she has gotten into trouble is not her batting average against. It's been her free passes. She's going to have to challenge these Bandits hitters.
First pitch. Wallace was ready, and she's not a usual first pitch swinger. She likes to take the first pitch strike almost 70% of the time.
Kenzie Brown will throw with really good velocity too, so she'll go up in the zone with the rise, down in the zone with the drop, and be able to mix speeds very well.
Wallace, ground ball. They get the force at second, and there's one away. Wallace, not a double play opportunity when she's at the plate. Chicago has 2 walk-off wins this year. One was a Maria Jacopo home run against Oklahoma City when they started to turn their season around. The other was Sammy Williams, a walk-off home run on the 4th of July against Texas.
New catcher back behind the plate too, with Sid Stewart now taking the place of Mia Davidson. Such a good battery mate with Carly Hoover, who started this game, but a couple of rookies in the circle and back behind the plate now for the Cascade.
Williams left side. Cahalan picks it up, tries to get the force at second, but there's 2 aboard. The winning run now at second base.
It's kind of a no man's land. Megan Grant did everything that she could to get to this play in the 5-6 hole, but just too hard past her, and then pulls Kenley Cahalan too deep into that 5-6 hole.
Morgan Zirkle came up clutch in her last at bat with an RBI single. Zirkle to center field. Falvey makes makes the catch. Wallace to third. Oh, they got her! What a throw by Falby! Chicago will challenge.
First of all, the ball is just dying in this thick air.
The Bandits are challenging the call at third base. The call on the field is out. The call's under further review.
Can't wait to see a closer view of Megan Grant putting this tag on Skylar Wallace. I think it gets her back foot. I think this is going to stand. I think it gets the sliding foot that's tucked in of Skylar Wallace before her foot is able to get to the bag. Kendra Falby, my goodness, leading the league in outfield assists, throwing that ball on a line. I think right here, she gets her before her foot gets to the bag.
After further review, the call stands and then out at third base. That's the Bandits' first challenge.
Sixth outfield assist of the season for Falby. It leads the AUSL. 2 times a Gold Glove winner at Florida, and showing why right there.
Some Gator-on-Gator crime right here. Skylar Wallace trying to take an extra 60 feet. The game is on the line. The championship series is on the line. Skylar Wallace, with her speed, doesn't beat the arm of Kendra Falby.
This is Arby's cheesesteak with 100% Angus steak and melty Cooper cheese. Some say it's meat and cheese done right. And some people don't say anything because, frankly, it's rude to talk with your mouth full.
Arby's, we have the meat.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. And turn all of your purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4.
Got the intel package on Cole Reed. Served in the London police, investigating a human trafficking operation.
It's okay. I'm here to help.
We have a stowaway. What do you want?
Vengeance.
Mutiny. Rated R. Only in theaters August 21st.
Headache? You might be dehydrated. Gatorade, with a clinically proven electrolyte blend, is engineered to improve hydration balance. Hydrates better than water. Is it in you?
3-all, extra innings in the championship play-in game. First one ever in AUSL's second season. Skylar Wallace gunned down at third base by Kendra Falby. There's Utah, still some of them hanging out, including the top right of your screen, the legend Lisa Fernandez, their general manager, waiting to see who they will play in Game 1 of the championship series Saturday at 1 Eastern on ABC.
It wasn't going to be easy.
Lexi Kilfoyle has been dominant. 3 innings, just 2 hits, no walks, no runs, and a strikeout in relief of Kat Sandercock. Chicago's 3-1 in extra inning games. Portland 1-0. There is strike 1 to Kenley Cahalan. We do begin with a runner on second base in the extra innings in the AUSL. Sydney Stewart, the runner for Cahalan. Trying to lay down a bunt. She did go around.
It's always a decision with this runner starting at second base of are you going to square her around or not. Gave her the first pitch to swing away and then chases a drop ball away on the bunt attempt, and all of a sudden you're down 0-2.
What's Kilfoyle done so well?
Just work off the plate still and not miss with that drop ball over. And I love to not miss with her drop ball over the plate. I love how she's mixed. So So been able to utilize her off-speed curveball as soon as she came into this game, as well as her screwball. She just has really developed as just not just a one-dimensional pitcher with only her drop ball like we saw so often at Oklahoma State when she was there.
Halen fights it off. 1 for 3 tonight, an RBI single back in the first inning. Scoring the second of their 2 runs in that frame. To Halen off the end of the bat, picked off the dirt by Williams. She's been really good at third base tonight. The runner stays at second base. Falby and Bates due up next with Tori Vidalis in the hole. Left side again, Williams, and again Stewart stays put at second.
And 2 unproductive outs for the Cascade. Couldn't put down the bunt, couldn't advance the runner with Kenley Cahalan, and then a soft ground ball to the left side. And Leslie Kilfoyle is just rolling through this extra inning.
Sis Bates 0 for 2 with a walk. It was a walk that came in a 15-pitch at bat back in the 4th inning. And right after that, that's when Tori Vidalis added their insurance run at the time to make it 3-0. 0-2. She's retired 8 of the last 9 batters in the Portland order. Oh, 2 pitch. Bates to left field, foul.
Bates has had a good approach against Lexi Kilfoyle, getting the bottom half of the ball, understanding that Kilfoyle is going to work down in the zone, and Sis trying to get the bottom half of the ball to create a line drive and not just another rollover ground ball to Sammy Williams over there, who just has been a third base vacuum with the amount of plays that been hit her way tonight.
7 assists and a couple putouts for Sammy Williams at the hot corner tonight. Slow roller, right on cue. Williams again. And the throw is wide. And here comes Stewart to score. The ball gets away. Bates is going to take second. And Portland is in front.
The Bandits defense has been suspect tonight. There's just no other way to put it. I mean, even Sammy Williams had been solid, but then lets this one get away from an even left-handed Jocelyn Erickson that could not come away with this throw. And Sydney Stewart was just hanging out at second base for a couple of batters, finally able to score off the error for the go-ahead run.
Looked like Lexi Kilfoyle had stranded the runner at second, and then it is a tall order to keep Chicago from scoring in the situation you're about to have next inning.
Well, the situation that they're about to have right now with Tori Vidalis, that's another thing that did was open up the door for Tori Vidalis to come up in this inning with still a runner in scoring position at second.
Outside ball 1 to Vidalis.
I would imagine they're going to be really careful with her. That first pitch kind of tells you everything with how much Lexi Kilfoyle missed down. First base open.
Foul territory, it will get down. It's 9 going to be Mia Davidson who will hit if Tori keeps it going. It will be another Aggie in Kennedy Powell. It's another postseason moment for Tori Vidalis. 1-1. Seventh-year pro, Texas native. Out in front of that from Kilfoyle.
That pitch was so good. That's her off-speed curveball that was called that just had Tori way out in front.
Oh my goodness, that was ripped.
Careful over there. He was a little bit up in the third base coach's box, too. He took a couple of steps back after that swing.
Jason Gwynn, one of the assistant coaches for Portland. Stay ready.
See if she goes back to that off-speed curveball or just maybe even her changeup, but something off-speed after setting up Tori Vidalis on the inner half to be quick. Goes right back to hard end, about a ball or two off the plate.
Mom and Dad watching. We had Tori mic'd up back in the second inning. Her dad even asking her a question while she was in the field, which I think she really loved. No one was more excited in this place when Tori had the RBI single than those two. Here's another 2-2. In the air, shallow center. It'll be Agbayani from her spot at second. Portland in front. Can Chicago answer? They need at least one.
Hey there, everybody. Got to get someone off my chest real quick. Got to find a therapist who really listens to what I have to say.
Damn, better than buddy. Look on ZocDoc, 15, 10, 20 therapists, including a guy right here. Don't just listen. Really makes you feel like you're being heard.
Sold!
You've got options. Download the ZocDoc app today.
This is the story of the one who knows that being ready for the unexpected comes from having a partner like Grainger, whose professional-grade products and next-day delivery help ensure that he and his team are prepared to rise to every challenge, so he can be confident that he has what he needs when he needs it to help keep patients safe and happy. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
America, put down the burgers and pick up Arby's cheesesteak with 100% Angus steak and melty Cooper cheese. It's the best cheese. It's the best meat. It's only available at
Arby's. We have the meat.
Headache? You might be dehydrated. Gatorade, with a clinically proven electrolyte blend, is engineered to improve hydration balance. Hydrates better than water. Is it in you?
In the U.S., there's a break-in every 26 seconds. Simply Safe does more than just alert. We stop crime before it starts.
Stop. This is Simply Safe. Police are on the way.
No long-term contracts. Monitoring and deterrence plans starting around $1 a day.
Portland's defense has played outstanding in this play-in game. Winner-take-all to the championship series. They have been positioned perfectly, making diving plays, getting good reads, stealing hit after hit from the Bandits. And, of course, the double play from Kendra Falvey out in center field that ended the bottom of the seventh and pushed this thing to extras. And then on the other side, the Bandits have committed 3 errors, including this one from Sammy Williams that led to the go-ahead run on the board for the Portland Cascade, as they are now up by 1, and the Bandits have just 3 outs left. Cascade's defense have stepped up, and then Bandits defense has been questionable all throughout this game since the first.
Portland 3 outs away as an expansion team from going to the AUSL Championship Series. Feel for Sammy Williams, who has been the best hitter in the league this year. Will likely win that award tomorrow night for Hitter of the Year, as she's seen her last at-bat of the season.
I think they're trying to figure out, who should be at second base right now. Should it be Morgan Zirkle, who was the last batter up in the 7th inning, or should it be Skylar Wallace, who is the last out? So looks like they're going to make a change. Skylar Wallace was out there thinking it would be her as she was the last out because of that Kendra Falby double play, but it'll be Morgan Zirkle. Both of these players have a ton of speed. So Zirkle with speed now at second base, trying to tie up this game.
Kenzie Brown trying to close it out. Mac Barbara at the plate. How does Chicago approach this? Barbara takes ball 1 high.
She's here to hit. If they're going to let her swing away, I'd be a little bit surprised to see her square around, but I've seen stranger things.
Swings at that second pitch for strike 1. Two-time Mountain West Player of the Year at San Diego State. Finished her career right here at A&M. 12 homers, 68 RBIs in her lone season as an Aggie.
That's an off-speed pitch that Kenzie Brown will work in there, getting the call a little bit up in the zone. I think just freezing Mac Barbara. It's a big second strike.
1-2 pitch. Barbara, Jocelyn Erickson, and Mary Jacopo, the Bandit batters, due up this inning. Just got a piece of it.
Barbara has had some excellent takes in this game, including that one.
3-2. Another foul ball for Barbara. She said when she got the call from the Bandits, she was on a plane back from Prague where she just finished playing in a qualifier for Team Italy. Said she was crying in her seat on the plane. She's had some big moments for this team. Takes low. The winning run on first base now. Who wants a shot at Utah? Game 1, Saturday, 1 Eastern on ABC. Jessica Clements will run at first base for Mac Barbara. Jocelyn Erickson at the plate against Kenzie Brown, who has some history on this field as of this year. Came here in regionals with Arizona State and upset Texas A&M. A foul ball off the knob of the bat, and that got the catcher Stewart.
And when that upset happened, it was Kenzie Brown in the regional final who came in relief to close the door on Texas A&M to then advance to super regionals against Texas.
After the upset of Texas A&M, Kenzie Brown led Arizona State into Austin and had Texas on the ropes. Put together an incredible Game 1 performance to put Arizona State up 1-0 in that series. But Texas, of course, we know how that ended. They came back and they won back-to-back national championships. To Erickson. In the air, shallow. It's not even going to get quite to the grass for Sis Bates. It's a big first out.
The other thing that's happening right now, and it has throughout this game, is just the wind blowing so hard in at times toward the catcher, but right now blowing from right center field to left center field, kind of in a little bit, just knocking balls down.
Mary Jacopo at the plate. Swings first pitch. Vidalis giving her a hard run, but can't get to it off the netting. Yeah, we've seen 2 or 3 balls hit that felt like they had a chance, and none of them have been remotely close to a home run.
I think it's because of that wind, just really thick air with the rain and the heat.
That one gets away. Both runners will advance. Now Clements at second, the winning run. Mentioned 2 walk-off winners for Chicago. Sammy Williams' home run was one of them. Mary Jacopo had the other one. One of 2 home runs in the regular season for Jacopo.
The thing that Kenzie Brown could really use right now is a swing and miss, and that has been with her drop ball and her off-speed pitches that she's thrown. She's gotten a high swing and miss rate with those pitches. Hasn't used them a ton yet in her relief outing, but she could use a swing and miss and a strikeout here.
She got it! Big time from Kenzie Brown.
It's another reason I love Kenzie Brown in a close game, because she is going to have a higher strikeout rate. Like this, the best case scenario for the Cascade was a strikeout with 2 runners in scoring position. Now they are just 1 out away.
Taryn Kern, the last chance for Chicago. First pitch strike from Brown at 69 miles per hour. Rookie on rookie. Quick visit here for Sydney Stewart and Laura Heberling, the pitching coach, with Kenzie Brown. What are they talking about right now as they go with this rookie, Taryn Kern?
It seemed like Sydney Stewart saw something. So maybe with the runner at second, talking about where she's going to set up. If Jessica Clemens was motioning in or out, it just seemed like that was initiated by Sydney Stewart and wanting to talk some things over.
We also have a heavy mist that just started up again with 2 outs and 2 on in the bottom of the 8th. This is Taryn Kern's first career at bat against Kenzie Brown. 3 of Kern's 9 hits on the season came in 1 game against Portland. Kern through the right side. The game is tied. Here comes the winning run, and she is out at the plate. Otis keeps Portland alive. You cannot script how this game has gone.
Taryn Kern ties up this game, but Portland's defense again steps up. Kendra Falby with the outfield assist, and now Corby Otis, do or die play. Look at her attack this ball. She knows where she's going with it. Home. Bandits are going to be aggressive, trying to win this game and walk it off, and Corby Otis throws a bullet to Sydney Stewart, who makes the tag, and we now go to the 9th after another outfield assist.
I'm ready to have my best season yet, all because of my Gooder sunglasses. Wait, is that really the line? I literally cannot catch a ball without my Gooder sunglasses? I would never say that.
All right, take them off in an epic way and say, Gooder's the official eyewear sponsor of the AUSL. Okay, go.
Gooder is the official eyewear sponsor of the AUSL. Are you happy now?
Honey, come here.
What's he doing?
Well, you know how Geico did all the home insurance shopping and saved us 20% when we switched? Now the Gecko is saving us a call to the plumber.
Here was your problem.
Oh, my earring.
That said, I don't like the look of your pivot rod.
Pivot rod.
And your clevis strap is on its last leg. I brought some spare parts, so I'll go ahead and just take care of that for you. Toodaloo.
Hey, don't get lost down there.
Did you follow that?
Nope.
It feels good to dive into savings.
Not at all.
It feels good to Geico.
You're the girl who believes you can do anything. You're always up for a challenge and down for an adventure. You collect treasures, experiences, memories. You know who you are, and you're not afraid to show it. This is for you. Stay Rebel, the first collection from Rebel Girls, made for speaking up and standing out. Go to shop.rebelgirls.com for more.
8 wasn't enough in the first ever AUSL Championship play-in game. So we go to the 9th at Davis Diamond in College Station, one of the wildest games of the season, and it's for a spot in the championship series against Utah. The teams matching each other 1-for-1 in the 8th inning. The wind still blowing heavily, for the most part, in. Pitcher-friendly wind all night long. Kennedy Powell just finished her college career on this field this year. Takes the first pitch high for ball one. Sarah Willis will be the runner at second base for Portland.
Kennedy Powell has a great short game. Just kept her feet still to swing away in that first pitch, but can lay down a bunt. Gonna swing away again. I was surprised to see this with the short game that Kennedy Powell has, with her ability to slap, lay down a drag, and just the importance of advancing that runner from second to third. And she also leads the league in infield hits, so a ton of speed that if she just puts the ball on the ground, she could make her way to first base too.
Rain coming a little heavier as the seconds pass. Powell does try the bunt this time and is behind 1-2. There has been only one 9-inning game in 75 regular season games this year. One-two from Lexi Kilfoyle. Back up the middle. Kilfoyle going to go to third, and now Willis in trouble. Wallace has great speed, and she tags her out, so Powell will be at first base, and now one away.
Well, that right there is a costly mistake, because the Cascade just went backwards 60 feet because Willis did not get a rundown long enough for Kennedy Powell to get herself to second base. So if you make that decision, don't go back to second there. Keep yourself in a rundown so that Kennedy Powell can have enough time to get to second. Base running mistake here by Portland could be costly.
Turns it over the top of the order. The runner no longer in scoring position, and Otis takes strike one. Corby Otis has been the most consistent hitter of the year for Portland, but she struggled against Chicago. 0 for 4 tonight, 2 for 20 on the year against the Bandits. Chops that just foul. Portland had unbelievable fan support back home in Portland, Oregon this year. You know the fans out west are watching this one on pins and needles. Chicago has great tradition in Rosemont, Illinois. Their fans will be doing the same.
It's not too late over there on the West Coast compared to how late it's getting on the East Coast.
Just about 8 minutes shy of 11 local time here in College Station. Otis lifts this to right. Clements is out there now defensively, and there's two away. Four has been the magic number for Portland this year. They are 14-4 when they allow 4 or fewer runs on the season. They are 0-7 when allowing more than 4. And they whip up some magic with 2 outs and a runner on first in the 9th. Sierra Sacco Ferry in a 1-0 count.
It's an important at bat to see if Megan Grant can get up in this inning. Falling behind 2-0. Sierra Sacco-Ferry needs to be really picky about what she swings at, knowing that Megan Grant's on deck.
Strike one. You hear the oohs and ahs. Tariah Flowers just came out of Portland's dugout, and she is right next to Robbie Guest almost, who is waving her off. I think she's asking, were you calling that a strike, or were you saying she swung? I think the answer is a called strike. Ground ball, Kilfoyle to first. Another chance for Chicago to end it. Dayton, Agbayani, and Wallace coming up.
Okay, here's the deal. This game, it's 3-on-3.
Who we playing?
It's a local crew.
My name Flyer is just...
Hey! This local crew, they haven't lost since 1996. They beat everyone who showed up. The guys who play in jeans, the always skins. Honestly, respect. The techers, the trash talkers, even the bruisers. Anyone, anytime. They would take them down.
Best of three?
This doesn't seem real. What? It's 100% true. Mostly.
Two, please.
Make that 3 with the Capital One Saver card. You earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment. 3% cash back on salty, 3% cash back on sweet. You know this movie's 3 hours, right?
Good call.
Are you in this one?
Yeah, I'm in this one. Get your tentacles off my 3% cash back. Oh, perfect delivery. Oh, what's in your wallet?
The reigning champs are waiting for the winner of this one. Saturday, 1 Eastern, Game 1 on ABC of the AUSL Championship Series. Those are two of the key pieces. Georgina Korick on the left, Jadlyn Alchin on the right. They would not be here right now without those two.
Jadlyn Alchin has had a tremendous year at the plate, out in left field defensively, and then Georgina Korick has been a little busy this summer. She was coming over late from Japan and pitching the AUSL, and then pitched for Team Great Britain in Peru. So missed some games, but the games that she has been here, she has just been in typical Georgina Korick form.
Jada Coleman, Bree Ellis, Montana Fouts, Megan Faremo. That team is loaded. It's just a winning organization in just year 2 of their existence. Taryn Kern at second base. That is the winning run. Is the 9th inning the moment for Chicago? They have never led in this game. First pitch popped up by Bella Dayton, who leads it off. It's 8-9-1 this inning for Chicago. It's a pretty good spot when you think about the small ball options they have here with Dayton and Agbayani before Wallace is due up third.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like seeing Bella Dayton just square right around and not messing around, with a couple of opportunities to lay this bunt down and advance the runner to third base.
Dayton gets it down. Grant makes the play, and the winning run 60 feet from home. The rookie out of Oklahoma, Ilana Agbayani. They won a game, second to last game of the regular season, on a squeeze play. It was Sammy Williams that laid it down. They walked it off against the Talons to force that decisive final game for the #1 seed in the AUSL Championship. So you wouldn't put it past Shonda Stanton to roll the dice on it again.
Maybe one of the things that they're going to be talking about right here in this huddle, with somebody that has good barrel control, with Ilana Agbayani up at the plate, and Taryn Kern at third base. Look at that deep breath that they're taking together. Big moment for this rookie at the plate, rookie in the circle, having to pitch with continual rain that's been coming down as well, not making it any easier in the situation that she's currently in this tie game.
Saw that breath that they took in that little huddle as the rain is starting to really come down in College Station, and they're going to pull the teams off the field. Wow. With one out in the bottom of the ninth, and the rain has now started to fall at its hardest rate of the evening, and so they will pull the teams off the field. What else would you like tonight in this play-in game?
I don't know. I kind of have a feeling that this might not be for that long. I don't know. Like, let's pull them off. Let this harder rain pass in the most pivotal moment of the game, and then bring them back out there. I'm curious to see how they play this.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if they pulled a tarp. The grounds crew is out there in that area. So that would be obviously the indicator of how long they expect this to be. If the tarp comes out, this might be a minute. We're going to talk to both coaches real quick about what they want to do. Bottom of the ninth, 1 on, 1 out. Winning run is 60 feet from home for Chicago. Amanda, it looked like this might be over in the 8th, but it's the Portland defense that's been excellent and has kept this going over and over again.
Now, Sammy Williams, though, who committed an error that led to the Cascade go-ahead run, and then the Bandits able to tie it off the bat to Taryn Kern, but go-ahead and winning run tried to score off of Corby Otis and got shut down. It's been last 2 innings that the outfielders for the Cascade have stepped up and made big throws to third base and home.
Georgina Corrick and Jadlyn Alchin, Rachel Becker having a great time in the stands. Most of the Talons have departed. They might be getting some shut-eye right now.
Well, they're loving it. Seeing the two teams battle and be out here in the rain, staying up late, going through pressure, having to throw their pitchers, all these extra games, or extra pitches, I should say, and innings. Like, they've been off for a while. They're going to be well-rested going into the game on Saturday.
Okay, our expectation is that this is going to be a short delay. And so we are going to, as a matter of fact, I think they might be calling these teams back out onto the field already.
Yeah, it looks like it. Did let up a little bit. It was coming down pretty hard, so just gathering up with the umpiring crew and field crew, making a decision for what's best currently right now in this game.
This is a weird spot for both teams, but for Kenzie Brown as a pitcher to go out there, start the inning, you have an out, you have a runner at third base that you cannot allow to score. Now after about 3-4 minutes of a delay, you're back out there. And we are going to play ball right now. They're going to wipe off the bases. The rain is still coming down. It's a little bit lighter. The wind is howling here in College Station. And somebody's season could be coming to a close in the next few minutes. But we've thought that before, and Portland will not go away.
That's the thing about the rain that we've seen today. It's not been like torrential lightning storms that have been overtaking it. I mean, it wasn't even supposed to rain today, I didn't think, when you looked at the forecast, but kind of had these showers all throughout.
So how do you keep it together as a pitcher in these conditions? Like, what was your routine to try and keep your grip and keep everything going the right direction?
Just go to that towel or go to the rosin bag and not be scared to ask for a new softball like Kenzie Brown just did, but finding all the different ways to keep that softball dry in your glove and keep your hand dry. You want to feel like your hand is not wet from this rain at all.
Kenzie Brown played at Arizona State in Tempe. It's a good chance she's not pitched in the rain a ton in her college career. But she has been exceptional. Back to the start of this senior campaign at Arizona State, has had an incredible rise in the softball world, started her college career at Tulsa, and ended up as one of the best pitchers in the country for the Big 12 Arizona State Sun Devils this year. Couple warm-up pitches here. Let's go down to Anna with more on the delay.
Listen, it may be raining here, but nothing is raining on Sis's Bates parade, okay? She is the heart and soul of this team, and even in a scenario like this, that is so evident. The song Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield was playing through the stadium, and she is running and dancing up and down this dugout, singing at the top of her lungs, spinning Sam Landry in circles, and making sure her team stays in it mentally, emotionally, and energy-wise. She's making sure her team is still ready to go, and they're about to play ball, so that's a good thing.
Those two right there in that picture, Tori Vidalis and Sis Bates, such a key piece. And we use the culture and the connection words so often in sports, but it's so true with this group.
I think they might get pulled again. This has just been back and forth and kind of messy. And just hard decisions to be made with how late it is, how important this game is. Off day tomorrow before the finals start on Saturday. So feels like we got to get this game in today.
Talking to the coaches right now, Shonda Stanton is getting an explanation. Well, we're going to step away. We'll try and get some more info before we come back and let you know what's going on. Bottom of the ninth, 4-4 between Portland and Chicago.
Introducing Gatorade Lower Sugar. No artificial colors. No artificial flavors. No artificial sweeteners. And 75% less sugar. Gatorade Lower Sugar. Hydrates better than water. Is it in you?
These are the small space solutions America's waited 250 years for. They pack a style punch in even the smallest of spaces. Because nothing's more American than going big on small.
Oh, my Bob!
Bob's Discount Furniture.
Right now, at McDonald's, you can get a McChicken meal deal for $5 or a McDouble meal deal for $6. So, there's something for everyone. Get more value with your meal deal.
Multitasking sure is tough, isn't it? It's a bit like juggling multiple insurance policies. Things can go sideways in a hurry.
Go back to your window.
Luckily, Geico makes it easy to manage all your policies in one place. Because we could all stand to do a bit less. Oh, careful.
That was a close one. Thanks.
It feels good to juggle less. It feels good to Geico.
Do my Sunday dreaming, oh yeah, and all my Sunday scheming, every minute, every hour, every day. I want a Sunday kind of love.
Angel City versus Louisville, Sunday at 9 on ESPN, Disney Plus, and the ESPN app.
I've had WNBA All-Star circled on my calendar for a long time. Best players in the world showing out in Chicago?
It's unbelievable.
Say less. These ladies bring it.
Clark, oh my!
Who all gonna be there? Asia and Stewie? I'm in.
Oh, she's what the fans want to see.
It's time to lock in. WNBA All-Star, Saturday on ABC, Disney Plus, and the ESPN app.
And a weather delay here in the bottom of the ninth inning. One out. Chicago trying to win it with the winning run on third base, but it is being postponed at the moment between Portland and Chicago. 4-4, a game that started over 3 hours ago, and it was Portland who jumped out early on. The rookie, Sydney Stewart, has had a great day. She's been really good against the Bandits, and then this started the trend. A little bit of struggles defensively for Chicago. Portland gets 2 that inning. They led by 3 going to the 5th. Skylar Wallace finally gets the Bandits on the board with a bases-loaded walk, and then Morgan Zirkle comes through. They tie it up, and that started off the fireworks in extra innings. First, it was defense for the Bandits again.
Yeah, this defense has just been tough for the Bandits in this game. 3 errors on the board, but it really could be more with how many mistakes that they've made. However, Taryn Kerr, not deterred, was able to step up to tie up this game, and they've push for the winning run, but Portland's defense just continues to make defensive plays in this game.
2 of the 4 runs Portland scored right out of the gates in the top of the first really made Kat Sandercock work. Lexi Kilfoyle's been excellent in relief, and then Taryn Kern coming up so clutch for that game-tying RBI. Alongside the Texas A&M Hall of Famer Amanda Scarborough, I'm Chucky Kempfel. Amanda, we thought this would be a dramatic season. You had 2 teams, so 6 in year 2 of the AUSL. We could not have scripted what we saw at the end of the regular season and what we are seeing tonight.
I mean, the competitiveness between the Bandits and Talons in the last regular season series for the #1 overall seed, the Talons would go on to win that, but it came down to the last game, and it came down to the very final regular season game just to even see who was going to be in the playoffs. Was it going to be the expansion team Oklahoma City Spark if they pulled out a win against the Blaze, or was it going to be the Cascade, who were just sitting on pins and needles waiting for that final game to finish? It ended up being the Cascade, but these 2 teams that have been added to the league to make it 6 have just made this season so much fun, and everything come down to the wire, including this game.
And the other piece of the puzzle this weekend is the #1 seed, the Utah Talons, who are led by the best pitching staff in the league. Georgina Corrick on the left is one of them. Jadlyn Alchin has been so clutch this year. Rachel Becker on the right there, you see, former Oklahoma State player. 1 Eastern on ABC. The best of 3 series kicks off Saturday. But that's the big question. Who can stop the Talons? Who can beat Fouts and Corrick and Faremo 2 out of 3?
That's what it's going to come down to. Georgina Corrick was last year's AUSL Pitcher of the Year, and she would have been in the running if she would have played the full season like her counterpart, Montana Fouts, who has been here from the beginning. But Georgina Corrick travels all over the world for playing all different forms of softball, but they are the aces of the Talon staff. Montana Fouts, Georgina Corrick. Look at those ERAs. Corrick's ERA just over 1 in this league is ridiculous with the hitters that she faces left and right. They're going to have to make a decision, the Talons are. Who is going to get the ball in game 1 on Saturday? Will it be Georgina Corrick, last year's AUSL Pitcher of the Year? Will it be Montana Fouts, who will likely be this year's Pitcher of the Year?
The field crew trying to get this field at Davis Diamond all dressed up for softball. We have not heard any word yet. We are in a weather delay. We do expect it to be quick. The rain is starting to stop, so we'll see. We'll have more information hopefully on the other side.
Hi. My daughter's in ballet, and
And you need to set a bun, and you don't know what set means. Okay, you're gonna want shine and hold. This'll keep her hair sleek, and this'll keep it cute. Get beauty from people who get beauty. Only at Sephora.
Tired? You might be dehydrated. Gatorade, with a clinically proven electrolyte blend, is engineered to improve hydration balance. Hydrates better than water. Is it in you?
We're all guilty of the old one-trip wonder.
You got this.
You all right there?
Yep.
And while bundling groceries can be quite the handful, bundling with Geico is a breeze.
Should we? Probably.
Plus, you can save hundreds when you combine your home and car insurance. Oh dear. Need a hand?
It feels good to bundle better. It feels good to Geico.
Do my Sunday dreaming, oh yeah, and all my Sunday scheming, every minute, every hour, every day. I want a Sunday kind of love.
Angel City versus Louisville, Sunday at 9 on ESPN, Disney Plus, and the ESPN app.
I've had WNBA All-Star circled on my calendar for a long time. Best players in the world showing out in Chicago?
It's unbelievable.
Say less. These ladies bring it.
Clark, oh my.
Who all gonna be there? Asia and Stewie? I'm in.
Oh, she's what the fans want to
see.
It's time to lock in. WNBA All-Star, Saturday on ABC, Disney Plus, and the ESPN app.
The night started with rain. It kind of came out of nowhere back in the first inning. Rain for about an inning and a half and went away for the majority of the game, but it returned in extras, some enjoying it more than others. But we are about to resume play.
There's been a lot going on in the last 20 minutes trying to decide, are we going to play? Are we going to hacky in the rain? Are we going to go in the dugout, dance in the rain? I will give it to these fans. The majority of them have stayed through all of the rain, all of the extra innings, and still looks like they're having a fun time.
Winner to Game 1 of the championship series on Saturday, 1 Eastern on ABC against Utah. Is it Chicago, who are feeling it right now? One out, winning run on third base. Or can Portland dance out of another impossible jam? It's the bottom of the order. Speed at the plate with Ailana Agbayani. Taryn Kern is the runner. Agbayani 1 for 2 with a single and has been hit by a pitch. Swinging first pitch on the infield for Bates. And there's 2 outs.
I feel like I've said big out about 49 times in this game, but when it's a play-in game and you're playing for a chance at championship series and you continue to get big outs, I'll keep saying it. That was a big out as they're going to go ahead and put Skylar Wallace in first base, intentionally walk her to get to Sammy Williams, who very likely will be the hitter of the year.
Question now, do you walk
That's what I was thinking.
Williams to load the bases to get the forces and go to Zirkle? It looks like they're going at the likely hitter of the year. Sammy Williams takes ball 1. How about this?
Maybe they would end up walking both Williams and Wallace.
Strike 1 from Brown. 1-1 count. Sammy Williams, 1 walk-off winner this year for Chicago. Up and in, strike 2. Can Kenzie Brown retire the league's best hitter this year to force a 10th inning for the first time in AUSL history?
Kenzie Brown keeps going to that rise ball, but remember there was a wild pitch out of her hand that sometimes as a pitcher it's in the back of your mind, like I can't expand too much with that rise ball with a runner at third base and her being the game-winning run. I have to be careful with that pitch. They're trying to work Sammy Williams more up in the zone with the rise.
Another 1-2. Swing and a miss! Kenzie Brown came to play!
Played to perfection in this inning. Kenzie Brown stepping up, getting the out to Agbayani, intentionally walking Wallace to get to Sammy Williams, and it pays off. The rise ball rose to Williams for the K.
For generations, we've watched America become America. We made sure dinner was worth sitting down to. Milestones, homecomings, ordinary Tuesday nights. We were there at this table, America's table.
What's better than the freshness of a just cleaned car? Having it every day. Febreze car gives you scent control as it fights odors in the air, even those from fabrics, for just clean freshness for 40 days.
Does Inez want a $4 sausage biscuit meal deal or a sausage McMuffin meal deal? Sausage McMuffin. Get more value with your $4 breakfast meal deal from McDonald's.
Top of the 10th inning. No AUSL game has reached this point in the first 2 years of the league's existence. But in the first ever AUSL play-in game, we are here in the 10th. And it's Megan Grant who will come to the plate with the go-ahead run on second. Sierra Sacco Ferry has good speed. Both teams scored a run in the 8th. No one scored in the 9th. Grant swinging first pitch, foul ball. She has just been waiting for her moment. She's had 3 pop-ups in the game and has reached on an error.
Well, and you know she's not going to be bunting. She's going to be swinging away, going for one swing to put it over the fence or find a gap. You can tell the Bandits corners just do not even think that Megan Grant's going to be bunting either. Sammy Williams and Erickson on the corners playing back behind the bags.
Fooled by that pitch.
Who wouldn't be? That pitch right there has been on for Lexi Kilfoyle. It's her off-speed curveball.
One-two from Kilfoyle. Same pitch. She got her.
Exact same pitch. She went back-to-back times inside with his off-speed curveball and had Megan Grant way out in front, thinking drop ball maybe 68 at her hands. Instead, it's her off-speed curveball getting the swing and miss a couple of times to the home run hitter.
Sydney Stewart takes strike one. She's been miss everything for Portland tonight. 3 hits, a line out, and then scored that run in the 8th. She was the runner on second base to start the inning. She scored 3 of their 4 runs tonight. Good spot on the outside corner.
It was, because remember how they've been working her inside. She's off the plate. First strike was inside, drop ball to Stewart, and they paint the outside corner with a second strike to get ahead.
Inside, she didn't go. Hours and 20 minutes since first pitch in this game. Foul ball at the Portland dugout.
You can tell they want to get her out on the inner half. This has been every at-bat for Sydney Stewart, especially against Kilfoyle, where she's backing off the plate, and they just continue to work her on the inner half, only sneak one out when they have to.
Just a touch outside.
That was close.
Swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks for Kilfoyle.
Back-to-back Ks on the exact same pitch. One to a lefty at Grant, then one to a righty in Sydney Stewart. This off-speed curveball has been untouchable from Lexi Kilfoyle.
19 innings of relief. 1 run allowed. That is a loud foul ball off the bat of Kenley Cahalan.
Well, that's an off-speed curveball again. And if you want her to stop throwing it, then you go up and start hitting it like that. Even though it was foul, they're going to have to start going to something else and not going to their off-speed curveball as much because of that swing.
Ground ball, stopped by Williams. Got to be quick. Low throw. Cahalan aboard with 2 outs.
errors are just piling up all of a sudden for the Bandits. Maybe pressing, you feel nerves, you want to make your way to that championship series, and you just let it get to you. Jocelyn Erickson usually picks those at first base too, a Gold Glover.
Falby will put pressure on this defense with her speed, but they have forces at every bag. That's inside ball one. Time is called. Alex Ibarra is going to come out of the dugout to talk to this infield.
Probably just to calm them down. And after that error by Sammy Williams, everybody can start to feel really tight with the way that the ball has been a magnet to Sammy Williams tonight over at third base. Want to make sure that everybody resets, takes a breath, and tries to get this final out with a lot of confidence.
Falby is 1 for 4 tonight. Her impact has really been with her defense. Sacco Ferry at second, Cahalan at first. 2 outs in the 10th. Strike one.
Kendra Falby and Lexi Kilfoyle go way back, childhood best friends. They have a great relationship. So, in a time like this, it just always feels a little funny going up against one of your longtime friends.
Ground ball, that is a foul ball. Chicago very nearly out of the inning. Can Kilfoyle get another strikeout? Hard hit grounder. Wallace flips to second. For the second consecutive inning, Chicago needs just one to win it.
Today's the day.
The day I landed home. Home.
For the big, small, short, tall. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
We've all been there. You see one of these kiosks, and you can't help but stop and try to find your name on a keychain. Unfortunately, that's how it is with some insurers. They'll send you on a scavenger hunt just to get the help you need. But you can always count on Geico for tailored, friendly service. They never have my name. I mean, why can't I have a normal name like Gino? Gino the Gecko, at your service.
Hey, Gino! It feels good to get personal. It feels good to Geico.
Now the Portland Potion, Anna told us about it earlier. It's been the secret sauce for the Cascade. They got off to a great start, and then they got a little bit of that magic in the 8th inning defensively.
Yeah. These outfielders for Portland have been showing off their arms. Corby Otis with a throw on a line to Sydney Stewart, who barely held on to it. And then Kenzie Brown stepping up. The runner in scoring position, getting the strikeout to Sammy Williams. My goodness, she has had some big strikeouts, and that again is why you love her in the game in a moment like this, because she can get the swing and miss and get the strikeout when it matters most.
Williams will be the runner at second base. She scores, and it's a rematch of last year's AUSL championship against Utah, and it's the longtime pro, Morgan Zirkle. Played for her head coach of the Bandits, Shonda Stanton, at Marshall in her college playing days. Now Zirkle is the head coach at Marshall. And the question is, what do you do with Zirkle at the plate, who can swing it so well, but you want to get that runner over?
You bunt her, because Morgan Zirkle can get on with a bunt as well. Corners are playing well up. Grant Vidalis expecting a bunt.
Pulls back, strike one. Count to Zirkle. Beautiful, the MVP and hitter of the year last year. Morgan Zirkle likely the runner-up in those categories. Misses the bunt attempt and is now down 1-2.
Off-speed pitch is kind of like Lexi Guilfoyle's off-speed pitch. Just tough to pick up out of the hand, even in a bunt situation.
Can Brown get another swing and miss? 1-2. She can! 1 out.
She is so tough to hit. I mean, that rise ball, she gets Morgan Zirkle to chase out of the zone, just like Sammy Williams. It has such good jump to it. 10 inches of vertical break up. That is top-notch elite movement.
Jessica Clements will be the hitter for Chicago. Back up the middle at Brown, and there's 2 outs. Williams over to third, but Brown an out away from forcing an 11th inning. Jocelyn Erickson 0 for 4 tonight. In the air, on the infield for Cahalan, backing up and makes the catch. Kenzie Brown and Lexi Guilfoyle have been outrageous in the circle. We go to the 11th next.
This is Arby's cheesesteak with 100% Angus steak and melty Cooper cheese. Some say it's meat and cheese done right. And some people don't say anything because, frankly, it's rude to talk with your mouth full.
Arby's, we have the meat.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. And turn all of your purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Got the intel package on Cole Reed. Served in the London police, investigating a human trafficking operation.
It's okay. I'm here to help.
We have a stowaway. What do you want?
Vengeance.
Mutiny. Rated R. Only in theaters August 21st.
Headache? You might be dehydrated. Gatorade, with a clinically proven electrolyte blend, is engineered to improve hydration balance. Hydrates better than water. Is it in you?
We just keep making history in year 2 of the AUSL. The first 11-inning game in the league's short history. And we didn't have a run scored in the last 2 extra inning frames. That's with a runner starting on second base.
Yes, the difference here is, like, look how even everything is. The runs, the hits. The Bandits have 4 errors. That's obviously the glaring difference there in the error columns. However, the Bandits have walked 7 times. So a lot of free passes that the Cascade have and opportunities have been given to the Bandits in a different way, kind of like they've given the Cascade opportunities because of their errors.
Lexi Guilfoyle and Kenzie Brown have been unbelievable. Guilfoyle 6 innings of relief, 2 hits, 1 unearned run, and 3 strikeouts. Ton of speed on the base pass. Sis Bates laying down the bunt. It's foul. They're trying to get the speedster Kendra Falby to third base. It's just not been clicking for either team in these spots.
This is definitely not footage that you want to go back and watch of a clinic of how to put down a bunt. They've had a lot of different opportunities and all different types of hitters, those with a short game, those who hit for a little bit more power, and just has not been easy to get down tonight.
Bates fouls another one back. based on an error and a walk. Swings and misses, but it gets away. Sis to first. It's a great throw from Jacopo. They'll say Bates is safe at first. Shonda Stanton hustling out, and they want to look at this.
It's going to be really close. I think the call on the field here is going to be so important.
The Bandits are challenging the safe call at first base. The call is under further review.
That is why I say it's going to be so important, because to me this looks like one of those bang-bang plays that whatever the call was on the field, it most likely will stand what it is. I don't see this being overturned. I think Sis will stay at first base.
In a very unconventional way, it's job done for Sis Bates to move the runner to third regardless of this call.
After further review, the call has been confirmed as a safe at first base. That's the Bandits' second and final challenge.
And good job by Sis Bates, knowing that she swung at a pitch in the dirt and that was automatically going to be needed to have a throw to get her out of first base, doing everything that she could after not being able to put down the bunt to still find a way to advance the runner and get herself to first base.
First and third, nobody out. And it's Tori Vidalis at the plate. First pitch swinging, strike one. We walked through Davis Diamond yesterday, beautiful facility. I don't know if anyone's face is on the walls more than Tori Vidalis in this building. If there was anyone, it was you.
Just a clutch hitter at A&M, a clutch hitter as a pro. It has been abysmal with runners in scoring position and runners on for both teams. Just 5 hits combined and over 30 opportunities.
Popped up and out of play. Kilfoyle jumps ahead 1-2. Inside 2-2.
Well, remember when Kinley Cahalan struck that off-speed curveball so well, and notice that Kilfoyle has started to go away from that a little bit. We said that that was going to be a big swing, and it was, because she hasn't gone back to the off-speed curveball as much.
Tori, last year, in Game 1 of the championship series, was the hero for Utah against Chicago. Drove in both runs in that game. Tori rips it foul to left field.
The best swings that we've seen off of Lexi Kilfoyle. That swing is barely seeing it go foul. Tori's like, what do I gotta do?
Down and away, Sis Bates got a great jump and is on second base. Kilfoyle in 6+ innings has not walked a batter yet. 3-2 to Vidalis. In the air, shallow center. Zirkle makes the catch. And a strong throw home keeps the runners where they are.
There is that off-speed curveball pulled out in a full count. 2 runners in scoring position. Didn't get a swing and miss, but got a weak contact, shallow fly ball that Cascade were not able to advance any runners.
Kilfoyle now faces Kennedy Powell at the bottom of this Cascade order. Left side, Williams is there, 2 away. Can Chicago hold Portland scoreless for the third consecutive inning in extras. Top of the order, Corby Otis just got a piece of it.
This is where it's so nice in this game, the play-in game, to be the home team, right? That you have the opportunity to walk it off, and that was decided because of Bandits being the 2 seed, Portland being the 3 seed, and just how important every game was in the regular season, so that you had a chance in this play-in game to have the final say and walk it off.
Otis left side, Wallace backhands it, long throw, low, and it's not gonna be an out. It popped out of the glove of Erickson, so Falby scores the go-ahead run.
I've got to tell you, Skylar Wallace played that absolutely perfectly. Maybe it could have been a longer hop to make it an easier hop to catch for Jocelyn Erickson, but Skylar Wallace knows the speed of Corby Otis. She had to do everything she possibly could to get to that ground ball quickly and get rid of it quickly. Erickson just can't pick it again at first.
Up and in, ball 1 to Sierra Sacco Ferry. Into left field, there is Bella Dayton for the third out of the inning. Here we go again to the bottom of the 11th. Chicago needs 1 to keep it going.
Trying to predict the future is a hazardous occupation. The only thing we can be sure of is that it will be absolutely fantastic.
Take advantage of an expert managed portfolio with Robinhood Strategies. With advanced insights, our advisors help spot opportunities aligned to your goals. Your ambition just met its match.
See? These dishes are still dirty.
I got you. You need a detergent that cleans your dishes and your filter.
Filter?
Yep, this is the heart of your dishwasher. If it's all gunked up, your dishes won't get fully clean. Exactly. My go-to is Cascade Platinum Plus. Only these action packs have double the Dawn power, breaking down dried-on food and grease residue for a safe and effective clean, even on your filters.
Wow, what a difference.
Now we know. Yep, that's what I do. Cascade, Roto-Rooter recommended, safe for pipes.
I've had WNBA All-Star circled on my calendar for a long time. Best players in the world showing out in Chicago?
It's unbelievable.
Say less. These ladies bring it.
Clark, oh my!
Who all gonna be there? Asia and Stewie? I'm in.
Oh, she's what the fans want to see.
It's time to lock in. WNBA All-Star, Saturday on ABC, Disney Plus, and the ESPN app.
It's been a challenging game for the Chicago infield. Everybody has gotten tested, but probably none more than Sammy Williams as well as Jocelyn Erickson with these throws over at first base that have tested her to keep the ball in her glove and her foot on the base, some in the dirt, some pulling her off. It's just not been an easy day at all. This last one will go down as an error that Corby Otis would end up reaching, but bouncing off the glove of Erickson, off the glove of Dayton back in the first inning, off the glove of Agbayani also in the first inning at second base. This has just been a theme for the Chicago infield.
5 errors total. Wallace had just 2 entering the night. She's got 2 tonight. And now they've got to find a way with Erickson on second, Mary Jacopo leading things off to get a run off Kenzie Brown. The bunt laid down by Jacopo. Job well done from the Bandits' backstop to move the tying run 60 feet from home. Kenzie Brown's been in this spot in this very game and has just been relentless against these Bandit hitters. Kern has also come up clutch tonight once. First pitch strike to Taryn Kern. She had the RBI that kept this game going in the 8th inning.
Kern is a really patient hitter. She was that way at Stanford, just didn't necessarily like to swing early in the count, had a really good eye.
She does it again! Fair ball down the right right field line. Taryn Kern cruises into second. Clutch night for the rookie.
She's been able to get pitches down in the zone and now up in the zone with a rise ball. Look at her get her barrel on top of that rise ball from Kinsey Brown, almost expecting something up, and sneaks it past Tori Vidalis right down the line. Great job of Corby Otis hustling over there and not letting that ball get all the way to the fence, because it keeps Taryn Kern at second instead of turning that into a triple.
She's 5 for 11 against Portland this year. Hit just .220 on the season, but has found success against the Cascade and has yet again at least extended this game. Now could score the winning run. 1-1 count to Bella Dayton. Slow roller left side, Megan Grant, quick release to first. There's 2 outs.
Bottom of the lineup has been who's done the damage for the Bandits. 5 hits in the bottom half.
Agbayani has one of them. Also was hit by a pitch and scored. Count to Ilana Agbayani. Kern on third base, trying to walk it off into the championship series. Right side, that'll do it! Chicago wins the marathon! The longest game in AUSL history is the first ever play-in game, and we've got a rematch of last year's championship series between Chicago and Utah.
This was some kind of fight to be the final team in the championship series, to play for a championship here in College Station. I mean, 11 innings wasn't always pretty, but just knocked down, dragged down fight of a game that you wanted to be the one that had the last at bat, and that was to Chicago and Ilana Agbayani, 2 rookies with RBIs in the final frame in the bottom of the 11th inning, getting it done with similar swings in location of their hit right down the first base line. Taryn Kern scores the winning run. So many rookies coming through at the bottom of the order.
Anna is on the field with Ilana Agbayani.
Ilana, a game-winning 11-inning postseason win to send your team to the championship. How does this feel?
It feels so exciting to be back in the championship again for the Bandits. I mean, my first time, but just the vets like really walking me through this and reminding me that I got this, made me comfortable in the moment that I was in.
This game really felt like a representation of your team's season. Started off slow, but then finished strong when it mattered the most. Where does this group find its fight?
I think our fight just comes within. We stay together through thick and thin. It doesn't matter the outcome. We know that no matter what, we have each other's back regardless of the outcome.
And the job's not done. You've got the Talons on Saturday. How do you prepare for that matchup?
Just staying together and just staying within ourselves and not getting too big in the moment, but just staying present.
Congrats. Enjoy this one. You've earned it.
Thank you.
Back to you, Jackie.
Took 11 innings, 6-5. Chicago wins it over Portland in one of the best games in AUSL history.
Yeah, finally, a couple of hits that were placed past and beyond the Portland Cascade defenders. They'd been positioned so perfect all night, came through defensively, but Taryn Kern and Agbayani in the perfect spots down the line to sneak it past Tori Vidalis for the win.
A very memorable first season for Portland. Kinsey Brown was tremendous. Carly Hoover started this game so well. And the Cascade will be hungry for year 2 for that organization in the AUSL. unbelievable start to the postseason in year 2 of this league's existence. Ailana Agbayani, the rookie from Oklahoma, into the history books for Chicago. First ever winners of the AUSL play-in game. The championship series starts Saturday at 1 Eastern on ABC and ESPN Deportes. SportsCenter is coming up next here on ESPN. For Amanda Scarborough, Anna Camden, and our entire awesome crew, thank you so much for joining us. I'm Chucky Kemp. We'll see you next time.